probably get rid of all this shit. Huh?
Alright. We are live.
This is old, yeah.
Yeah, it's all ready to stuff. I didn't think that's on camera right now because it's not in the cable. Alright, we left off on the back of the dead tortoise. They had encountered some nefarious groups of individuals. Met some of the townsfolk, I believe Chief Crandor.
Yep.
Introduced you guys and kind of talked, and everyone was really tired, so everyone rested for the night. When you guys awake in the morning, again, there's some levels of exhaustion that were dished out off camera type of thing, so you guys will deal with that. The biggest one is Puck and Gutrug have 4 levels of exhaustion, so
they tired.
Gonna be some time for them to get back on their feet with that. First order of business though, Gutrug, when you awake, you notice that your lung is back.
Word? We're in all that big room.
Do I still feel the holes in my chest?
They are completely back to how they were.
Okay.
There is a small grandmotherly goblin lady who is basically tending you all, and she comes up and just says,
"Oh, I hope you don't mind. I noticed you weren't with all your pieces there, so I regenerated your body.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's hard to do, but I figured since you saved us, it was something I could do for you.
I still feel like I owe you.
No, you saved
You
us.
filled my holes.
Yeah, back good as new.
Thank you.
The name is Blaza, kind of like a blossom.
Good job.
Nice to meet you.
That's very sweet of you.
Pleasure's mine.
she got a little grandma cane. She got a little hunchback walking around. Got a little tiny, like 3 footer, maybe 2 foot. Like, he's down there.
What did you put to fill the holes?
No, it's nature. I can kind of
Like grass? You put some grass?
And you do notice that she's very druidly. Like, she's very much like a Thistlebaum, but just...
I know your type. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smells like
Good
vanilla.
people. It's good people.
You have a wonderful taste in your mouth as well. It's very similar to the rocks that you've experienced. It's a very good tasting sort of earthy tone.
I can smell the inside of my lungs coming back. Like when I
you're
breathe
getting-
out, I
you're
smell
getting-
it come back in,
Yeah,
and
you're
it's
getting
delightful.
Some, yes, yeah, you get some of that for sure. So. And I believe you were shown, Badur was shown the ore in the middle of the temple when we left off, and it had kind of that weird glow to it.
Was it just me by myself or with everybody?
He gave you kind of a sneak peek.
That's
And
right.
he had told you, he's like, I would like to properly bring everyone and have a ceremony of passing on the chieftain to here. There's a few things we should probably discuss, but
I don't like the idea of you passing off that title. I don't deserve that.
wait, the Nezaquata gave you his spirit. I mean, he's literally who we follow. So if you're now embodying his spirit, we follow you.
I'm more of like a wandering spirit.
We are the wandering sun.
Damn it.
You embody us perfectly. So. We can talk, but I like when you can gather your people together. Please enjoy the island. I mean, you look tired yourself. Kind of take some time and get back on your feet here. But we can discuss later. But I do think you have a destiny here.
So I am going to kind of like inspect the orb.
Okay. Biggest thing you notice, the stone that floats around your head, the speed in which it orbits your head increases rapidly when you're near that stone. And the axe that you have imbued with the ore from before has a glow to it like you have not seen, and it vibrates wildly in your hand. You notice that on the ore itself there is a large crack right on top, as if something was thrust in there, and you do see 2 impact points that are roughly about yay big or so that are deep in the stone. And with noticing that, you are ushered out of the temple.
That was quick. Okay.
Oh yeah,
So this is the night before.
this is the night before, yeah.
Yeah.
He's with you, you notice that right away. It kind of, you think about this as you kind of wake in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still gathering my thoughts.
Yeah.
I see the interaction between Gutrug and Goblin Lady.
Blaza, yeah, oh yeah. Aubrey Blaza. That's funny. That's I'll give you inspiration for that.
Hey.
You will need it.
Oh no.
All back together.
I can feel myself again.
That's good.
I can't hear the whistle no more.
That was kind of interesting and funny at the same time.
Especially on the boat, just
Yeah, it was
they
kind of.
heard us coming. That's
Yeah,
for
they
sure.
did. How do
Is the
you,
tea done?
how do you feel?
Like my soul is still coming back to my body though.
Yeah, I feel really tired.
I feel I think one more good slap to my face, I might just hit the floor.
Well, let's not run into any situation that would.
I don't think she's gonna be a problem.
And where's Thistle?
I don't know.
Thistle is waking up to a lovely smell that's hitting his mouth, or his nostrils, excuse me. It is a smell of perfectly seasoned meats in a way that warms your body.
In a very natural way.
In a very natural way. It's something as a chef you have not smelled before. The closest you've gotten to this is in the Amethystia fine dining sort of thing. This is much more a like travelers in nature, hunter prepped sort of smell, but it is at a very, very high level and you're not quite sure why.
Oh yeah, I'm immediately waking up. I see these guys in the same room.
Yep.
Good morning.
Oh.
You guys smell
He's right
that?
there.
You guys smell that?
I don't know.
Oh, it smells
Wonderful
so good.
smell in here. Wonderful smell in here. Hey.
It hits the nostrils very well.
See, smells very good.
Have you met?
Chicken?
Have you met?
What's up, man? Dude.
Whoa.
Look at that.
It's fucking Johnny Depp.
Yeah. That's sick, man.
Have you met Blossom? Or what's her name again?
Plaza?
Plaza.
Yeah, so my name was based off of Blossom, actually.
Your character's asleep in the deal. Let's just wait. We start in 2 seconds.
Okay, sweet.
Blossom. Thistle. Blossom.
Hello.
Hi, you look familiar.
I do.
She's comfortable. She starts crying heavily.
What the fuck?
Okay.
And runs
Did it
out
end?
of
Oh.
What did you do?
I don't know. I'm used
She was such a nice lady. Why did you scare her away?
I'm used to you scaring people away, not me.
Sounds about right.
It's
Yeah.
different. The one goblin town that we find, and I'm the one causing issues.
I don't
level
do it.
11 did hit. You guys are exactly
Okay, yeah, that's right.
I know.
What happened?
I don't have any whistle no more. She helped me. She helped me.
Yeah, she put them back together.
She put my innards back.
Oh shit. I hope she doesn't recognize me from when I was in the band. I don't think I did anything against other goblins.
She said she recognized you though.
Yeah, and she ran out of her pretty good.
We might have to leave.
Did you steal
We
some?
might have to leave.
I have something to talk to you guys about, but we'll wait till Puck wakes up. But this smell is.
What's for breakfast?
What
You cooking?
We're gonna
Or
find-
you just woke up.
We're gonna find out what that smell is.
That's not you.
No, I just woke up.
Well, that's good.
What's good? Huh?
But.
Let's go find out.
Well,
You go outside and there is a
I'm gonna wait with Puck.
makeshift
Sleeping by or
kitchen
sitting by your
out
bed.
there, outdoors.
Okay.
Well-maintained fire. It's
hadn't
funneled
used
away
that
with
one.
stones where the
I
heat is
was
really
just gonna-
pouring into the one. They actually have a hot stone that they're doing a lot of the cooking properly on. But a nice setup there. The biggest thing you notice, so it's a wild boar that's being cooked. The biggest thing you notice is that the salt they're using is purple. And as they add that salt, that smell intensifies, and you're pretty sure it's the salt that is making this exorbitant smell that you are picking up.
Okay. As usual, I will hover around and just like completely observe what's happening.
Okay.
Is it goblins preparing the
It is goblins, and they look
Oh.
Hawaiian. That's basically their scheme. Like they've got the nice little head tie, they've got the apron going on, they're kind of, you know.
Dude,
Okay,
the corner
let's see.
banging out a ukulele.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just in my head. Let me see if I can pronounce it. Gamoan?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What the goes?
Oh, you woke up?
Mhm.
The name's Cozen. I'll
Cozen.
be the chef this morning for you.
How's this about?
Nice to
It
meet
smells
you.
amazing.
I'm doing my best, so we're
What-
using the special salt today.
What kind of salt is that?
It's spirit salt. We get it from the turtle.
From the turtle.
Yeah, it collects where the ocean meets him. Some of his like energy goes in it or something. So Plaza can prepare it. She's the only one, but we use it when we have it for special occasions.
Oh, it smells amazing.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I've been working my whole life at this kind of thing.
And he's a very expertly trained chef. I mean, he is doing things.
He's over there filleting while talking.
Yeah, it's second nature to him at this point for sure. Oh, yeah.
Fucking onions and everything up there.
Yeah. He's working. He's like taking off the fat properly, leaving the fat on properly. He's doing exactly what you'd think to do to this meat to make it the most flavorful he can. You know, he's using butter, reusing things. I mean, he's getting into this and making it a fantastic. The bark on this thing is just fantastic.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be obsessed and watching.
Okay.
And I'll talk to him as he's going through, like, how did you get that without the bone? And just observing and just like trying to do it as much as possible.
Yeah, and he's showing you. He's using goblin terms, which is very nice. He's like,
Yeah, you take the pokey, here you rip that, you take the stretchy bit, you take,
and he's going you through, like, he's talking about taking the tendons out, the organs out properly. He's talking about using the organs in separate dishes and saving them to everything. There is a bowl of vegetables natural that he's chopping up and adding in for flavor, certain things. We're using onions a lot to kind of enhance the flavor even more so. There is a sort of makeshift barbecue rub that he's putting on this as well, that he's made from other local delicacies type things blended together. He's making this a big proper bake type of thing in the morning here.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's like a cookout but for the morning, you know.
Yeah, I will be completely infatuated with that.
There is some pineapple that he's using as an accent and using the acids from that to break down parts of the meat so it's a softer chew. He's getting it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. There's the proper like cutting and searing thing so the heat disperses all of that.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm absorbing as much as I can.
He's doing well.
I did all on my phone.
what brings you to the turtle here?
Huh?
What brings you to our island?
It's
Were you a part of that commotion yesterday?
we got the jacket.
Oh, thank you for saying. I heard there was quite the fight out there.
Well, we didn't save everyone.
Well, I mean that's living here, you know, constantly raided and stuff. So it's just life as usual. What the hell's it bad? We never fought something like that before.
Raided by who?
Yeah, orcs, barbarian, Goliath kind of folk.
'Cause you're, like, standing
some
in the background,
random people from the
hiding
sword
behind
coast
a
sometimes
tree.
come in here and they're low nefarious, but typically.
That's awful.
Yeah. Is he with you? Okay.
I'm sorry.
For what? You saved us.
Yeah. No,
I'm sorry.
I know those people. They're bad people.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really bad people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
The turtle usually saves us from it, but yeah, there's something that big octopus squid thing, that was crazy.
We put a crack in it.
Nice.
Right down the middle.
Right down the middle. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He helped him, and it's now done, and he's asking you to kind of help pass it out. I mean, the plates and that, chopping off like portion sizes, they're great overall, and kind of dishing out. And you see a collection of wandering sun humans and wandering sun goblins kind of at this, and the boar itself is going to feed probably 30 or 40, and you see a second boar getting brought up to get prepared. So yeah, he's going to be at this for a while.
Try and like help a little, but I'll shimmy 3 plates and I'll bring them to where
Awesome.
Puck and
Yeah.
they're hanging out.
So are they preparing? So as those dishes are going out, are they preparing the second board?
Yeah,
So
I'm
not
trying
eating.
to-
I'm gonna go prepare. Also.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm gonna like try to take my own hand at it and try
Okay.
to do it as I saw.
You can give me a cooking check, but it's at disadvantage because it's exhaustion.
That's right. Okay, 15 is nice. Let's do the next one.
Big money, big money.
Okay, so 15 plus 4 is, or sorry, not plus 4. Is it plus 4? What's
Your
my
proficiency,
Yeah.
Buck can wake up whenever he wants.
Why can't I find my proficiency?
If he doesn't wake up naturally, I'll be all.
Okay.
Oh,
You were woken up by.
yeah, I don't know what my proficiency is. I think it's
What is
4.
it? Is it 3 or 4 right now?
You're
I think it's
sleeping
4.
too long.
Proficiency?
Yeah, I don't know why I can't find it.
4.
4?
Yeah.
Mine says 4 at the top.
It was a rough day for everybody.
Yeah,
Mine
you
is
didn't
the
have
initiative
like,
bonus right there.
well, I've got
half of your.
proficiency, speed,
19,
initiative,
19.
class.
You didn't have a roommate that
Um,
was forcibly evicted.
Well, it
It's
was
your
a
first
bad
time
roommate.
working with this
Why'd I
salt,
take
and
it?
that is definitely
That's true, but that still left,
kick of this whole
left
thing,
you
because
bad.
that salt is doing.
Yeah, you don't know too well.
Um,
Yeah, it's.
with with using that and preparing
Breakfast,
the
sir?
board
Yes, sir.
and the vegetables, you feel like
Check that out.
you are more daft than usual. You just feel overall better at doing what you're doing, and you think it's coming from that salt somehow. There's a property here that's leaking through that you've never encountered something like this before. You do match what he's doing pound for pound kind of thing. It's enough to where you think you could prepare this or something similar after work, because it takes you a couple hours to make through this, check everything to get this proper, right? I mean, it's a whole thing overall. As this is prepared, you're going to get the second wave of breakfast. This was prepared very early in the morning. You guys probably woke up, it was around like 4 or 5 a.m. or so. So this second wave is going to be more of like a 10, 11-ish kind of a clock thing. So more of a brunch sort of thing, but that's just how it is around here. I mean, they prepare that. So you do go through that. He's impressed with working with you overall. He goes,
Have you've cooked before? You seem like you're handling yourself surprisingly well.
Yeah, I've cooked a lot.
Okay, well, I have a few dishes I'd like to talk to you about because it's, I don't meet many that can cook, so I'm
You want the
interested.
shark recipes?
We've prepared some shark before, yeah.
I got a lot of shark meat.
Okay, good shark meat. Okay,
Mhm.
well, I'm excited, so and he scrambles through and he's got 2 recipe books, and he hands you one of them. He goes, "This is my spare, but if you kind of study this up, we can talk later about what's in there."
Okay.
And I have not made any recipes in there because I was going to for him to fill it up with some goblin bits or so.
Sounds good.
So, but you will have a recipe book back with some of Cozin's recipes in there.
Sounds good.
And Puck woke up, is that correct?
Yeah.
How's the food when we're eating it?
It smells delicious.
It's wonderful.
I am just devouring it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top to bottom, nothing left. Bone and all.
First time you guys have experienced this as well when you're eating the meal overall, there's something about this meal that enhances you. Okay? For 8 hours, you may pick one stat to increase by 1. So like strength, charisma, constitution,
right.
one of those will increase by 1 for 8 hours.
I like what this is.
Yep.
I do too. Is there a temporary rating?
I was
No
just
idea.
wondering that.
No clue. But that's its effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go customize, I think.
I was just looking at that option.
Other modifier, 1. Yep.
Monday?
So if you go to your
The spell.
constitution, right, go
Or not the spell.
customize,
ability.
and then other modifier. Yeah. I like that.
Just make mental notes.
Yeah, 8 hours, yeah.
8 hours is what it lasts.
That's great.
Spirit soul.
Yeah.
It's going from odd to even that it increases in my correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not all goblins can cook this way. Because he's not in, right? He's out preparing.
Yeah, he's outside, yeah.
Talking shit. If you haven't noticed,
Get the licks in while you can.
Gutrot's all whole.
I
don't have
I
any
did.
more.
Oh wow, I had it.
A nice little old lady that Thistle scared away fixed me up.
That was
What you
weird.
scared her away for?
She said she recognized him, and then
Like,
she
alright.
just started just bawling.
But
Full
like
sprint.
an ex-girlfriend or something? Or?
She's an old lady. If that's what
I
it
mean, I
was,
don't know.
man.
Thistle might be into cougars. I don't know.
That
He's a
could be.
druid.
Not the wild
Cougars.
stuff.
I mean,
He did have a thing for that old lady back in the.
that's
Oh,
true.
not
There was the one he reincarnated.
Not the
maybe
the
there's-
second mommy chaser. It might
Maybe
be.
that's what it is. Yeah.
Maybe that doesn't have the regions.
We'll keep him away from the goth girls.
I was hoping it was.
Those are mine.
Whoa.
Hey now.
Yeah, this one.
Oh, I was hoping it was
Both
going to
might
be here,
kind
but
of
we could
have
fill
those, so I'll
in.
leave it here.
Sounds good.
The chieftain showed me an ore that's oddly resemblance to the ore that's underneath.
Oh, like a rock.
What's the fucking place we
Lazuli?
Yeah,
Like the one we found in the dwarves?
That makes sense. They're the back of a turtle. They probably use boats, like a giant tentacle.
Yeah.
Did it seem like it was affecting anything around you?
Oh, it was. The closer I got, my axe would hum.
Thanks.
And then the stone that's floating around my head would spin faster.
But it wasn't changing anything in the room?
The moment that I noticed everything, I was ushered out. There is a few things that caught my attention. There's a crack on the top of the door with two white pairs. Maybe something went into it.
Like somebody hit it?
Maybe, or something came out of it.
But we do have a guy that has like a weird special connection with
I
rock.
can taste it.
He might
If you
lick.
get me in there, I will
Do
lick it.
you think the chief would be okay with letting him lick the rock a little bit?
Well,
or-
see, the thing is, I'm the chief.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So why did they
But
pull you out?
the priest.
But the whole ceremony hasn't gone on yet.
Oh,
okay.
okay. So ceremony, then look
Then
at
with the rock.
I'm sorry, chief.
Or hit it with
First
the axe.
act of the chief is to let his friend lick the rock.
I make my decree.
I mean, it is kind of par for the course, though.
We have lots to discuss, I guess.
Yeah, we do.
What was that all about?
What was,
Do you feel better?
Is there a lot of less voices?
not exactly, they're just different now.
So you're
That's
still
not
Is it-
great.
well, he was my brother, half-brother, I don't know how that works. So, and
But was he the asshole that took your body and killed those people at the bar?
he was.
But so then we don't have to worry about that again.
As far as I know, I don't hear the whispers that I've been hearing since I was a child, that he was coming out of the shadows. Which is, I think it actually slept better last night than I slept in a very long time. But he was also messing with my connection to my patron, and so I can hear him now, which has been interesting.
I guess that asshole that I took was your father, from what I boiled down. He said take care of my, or I'm gonna look with my kid. And I know
See,
I don't
I
look
was-
anything like him,
I don't look anything like him either.
kind of.
He was not like that originally, probably. I don't know, unless it's,
Unless it's Gutron.
it might be Gucci.
But he already had a father that kicked his ass.
That's true. Well, right when they showed up, the guy with the weird face, the portal face, called him Dad. So I thought he was talking about shiny face.
He did call him Dad.
So I kind of took that like, I'm gonna take care of this. You guys fuck around with that. I wasn't interested in really doing that because
Did you hear the message that he sent out?
Who?
Yeah, I know, I've seen. Yeah, he's not his dad. But it's weird that you and I had some sort of.
It is. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of that's been thrown into question. So, apparently whatever Mom told me about how I was born was not entirely correct. So, I don't know if she was already pregnant with me by the time what's his face found her and decided to parade around like a nobleman.
Make a perception check. Disadvantage because you're
Disadvantage, right?
exhausted. Yeah. Very low DC.
Uh-huh. Well, good news is since I'm no longer haunted, I'm
Yo. Okay.
actually, that did a lot to make me more roguey.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. Disadvantage. Be good. Oh, well, balls. Okay. So the low is an 11. Okay.
DC was a 5. So
Oh,
Hey.
While you're in the conversation with the door, you hear the distinct rattle of dice outside.
No, it's also Bishop and Dice.
There you go. There you go.
Hey! What doth mine ears behold?
And we will short rest for food.
Oh.
Or you hungry?
Sorry, put one of them up there.
No. Okay.
don't know what that one was. The bowl's
Appreciate
right
it.
there. This one's Slim Sauce. That one's yours, right, Vic?
We are back. You hear dice outside. That's where we left off.
Noted.
Noted, okay.
Yeah.
Are you still inside, outside?
I'm with these boys.
Gotcha.
Finishing cleaning up that plate.
Yeah.
Is there a third hog that's being wheeled in?
Not a third hog.
Okay.
Just two, yeah.
I will not be cranking that hog.
Do you partake of the meal?
Yes, if there's no more hogs coming through.
Good, yeah. So yeah, you and Kosin are eating there, and he goes,
It's delicious. It's very, we don't bust out the salt often, so I think you'll really like it.
Oh, it's really good.
yeah, the flavor is hitting you in a fantastic way. You notice your own smell that you have shifts to that of the meal.
Ooh, that's
And
dangerous.
so you're really enhancing that experience.
Yeah.
You may bump up one of your stats for 8 hours due to this salt.
Or everything that's
That's
looking
dangerous.
food.
It's definitely opening up my taste buds to the point where my wisdom feels a lot wiser.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
The whiz is wise.
Everyone's feeling incredibly satisfied, very full, very welcomed to the island. Kind of, you can say overall, being outside, you will notice that a lot of the repairs are already done, and they're working very quickly on that. Oh, yeah, they're efficient here for sure. You think a lot of them work through the night, and a lot of the goblin huts, you see that the recent druidic magic has shifted them back. So that was a very quick job on their end of things. So.
They're very efficient with mending things back to the way they were.
In terms of nature, yes. Very, very good at that. There is a cemetery proper that you can kind of see, and there are fresh graves built for that overall. Respects and incense are being burned on that, but
Are all the
overall,
bodies already buried?
all bodies already buried, yeah. You're getting the gist that this tribe has seen
Some death.
war, in the past. I mean, this is another day walk in the park for them, where
That's fucked up.
it's maybe not common, but it happens. Sorry, I mean they're used to rebuilding quick.
They're unfortunately efficient.
Yes, unfortunately efficient. Yeah, and they have pretty good. I mean, they're mourning, but they have a good, good attitude about it because they were saved. They almost lost everything yesterday, so they're in a very good mood that they're still around.
That's life.
So the main question is, what's next?
I think we need to relax for a little while.
Yeah,
think just-
I don't feel too hot.
No, I think.
I mean, the meal made me feel really good.
It was a good meal.
I think spending some time here is smart.
Give me a perception check for
Seems
Plaza.
like you've stumbled into some responsibilities there.
Unfortunately.
What do you think about that? What are you gonna do about that?
I'm gonna try to connect them with the
13.
13.
with the main clan and the
You
one
do
that
spot
Do you
her
think, which branch do you think is bigger?
behind a tree, and it's obviously she's trying to hide
They
from you,
it
and she's
doesn't
looking
sound
at
like
you,
the-
and she's
the
crying
main-
more. And she's
The ones
she's
on the mainland
enjoying
have been
it.
separated for that long.
I will.
was sidebar.
Yeah. Guys, I'll be right back. Mm-hmm.
Wait, you were here with us this whole time.
Oh, I came back at 8 real quick.
Yeah, okay.
He was just like under the table. Or
Your it is very clear that this branch is larger.
Yeah.
Not even close.
I will slip under the table. I'll do a stealth check to kind of like blend into the crowd
Okay.
and see if I can
Yeah.
go to the tree.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is that a disadvantage though?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is. Oh, so that perception would have been a disadvantage too, right?
Yes, but it wasn't a very high.
Yeah, I guess I couldn't roll any lower than 5. Let's see. So I'll be 9.
9. You're doing a decent job of it, and then one of your ribs just starts to hurt, and you go, oh, and roll your second. And yeah, you're just very obvious there. And she kind of goes, and then she darts off.
Okay. I'll come back to the group. I don't know why Blaza is so is crying every time she sees me.
You sure you didn't do anything better?
I don't think I did.
is that
Never to goblins.
Is that your ex-girlfriend that they were telling me about?
I've never seen these people before.
Yeah. Oh, what could you have done to make her cry then?
I don't know. I want to go ask.
Maybe you look like somebody.
Could be.
I mean, you look like Thistle, but maybe someone she knew.
Maybe it's the scales in the back of my neck.
Maybe it could be it. Maybe that's it.
Mhm.
Maybe that's it. Maybe it's a little unsettling.
And anybody,
Like a goblin dragon.
nobody else recognized you while you were cooking?
Not that I could tell.
So how old are you again?
I don't know.
How many summers have passed in your lifetime?
While I was working, or like not?
Sure.
While I was working, probably about at least a good 12.
So he's at least 12 years old.
That he remembers.
Yeah. He's probably 12.
Do you know how to age a goblin or get the proper age?
Well, if they're anything like trees, you gotta cut off like a leg of the 2 rings.
That will,
So I don't want to do that to Thistle. Usually,
Oh, you guys could have found out
it-
before during
it-
the attack on
Yeah,
Rosalie.
that's true. We could have done that. We
The-
should have.
The old lady put him back together. We can have her put his leg back on. You
She
hold
doesn't
him.
want to talk to me.
Yeah, he sees me.
You hold him straight.
Yeah, that.
Maybe
I've
the
only
chieftain
seen
might
that
know.
technique used
Yeah.
on dead goblins, so I'm not sure if it works as well with live ones.
I think mending only works on inanimate objects too.
I think that's probably also true. Although they do say, hey, he's on the mend, so maybe there's something there with that.
So we'll catch you up on what I saw last night.
Okay.
Did you hear our conversation?
No.
To replay?
It was about a branch.
The chief showed me an ore that's eerily similar to the one that's on your last lily.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What I saw is that
Do we know? Is it the one that's like under Liza Lilies? The same? Is it the same kind?
it looks similar to me, but I'm no rock taster.
Well, I was gonna say we could have him lick it and figure it out from there.
Right.
I'm really, really fiending for it, guys.
But there was a big crack.
I gotta lick that rock.
There was a crack in the top, and two. Like,
Is it bulging?
I don't know. They
There was a
ushered
crack in that rock.
They
Take it as proof.
yeah.
That's really good.
They ushered me out of there pretty quickly.
But be careful about that.
Oh.
CIA is gonna come after you, trying to sell a rock.
I had inspiration, but no, I used it.
I think so.
We used a bunch of them. But
Yeah.
We probably exhausted all of our inspiration
Yeah.
last time.
we were going for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, our chieftain says that there's going to be a ceremony today, sometime.
Okay. Is that when you're gonna become chieftain?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
but you're the protector now.
I didn't want that responsibility.
Well, you took that responsibility.
Took the damn turn.
Oh, okay. Well, then what does that mean then? If you become chieftain, then does that mean you have to stay here?
I told him I'm more of a wandering spirit, but he retorted that we are the wandering sun, so it kind of put me in the corner.
That does make sense.
How many boats they got?
I don't know.
I think this was their boat, and now he's the boat.
I can't carry all these people. on my
Will you
back.
become a turtle?
I don't think so.
Like this big?
No,
You're not gonna have a civilization on your back?
I hope not.
Well, you do now.
You do that. Both figuratively and figuratively.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you show me to the chieftain right now? Maybe he knows about why Plaza doesn't like me.
Yeah. We can go do that. Do we need to go wander around anywhere else? I mean, we haven't really looked around.
I don't really want to say sorry to everybody.
Yeah, that's true. Just pretend you can you.
Maybe later.
We could put a bag over your head or something. I'm sure then they wouldn't
There's
notice.
seats.
Or you could put that nose on.
Some
What,
dude's
or the
like
nose?
6 times as tall as everybody. A bag on his head.
I do tell you though, if these people have any potions or anything, I think it might be wise for us to.
Like everybody's just gonna pull out sticks and beat me.
Do they?
If that last fight showed anything where if one of you two get knocked down, we're pretty fucked.
Huh?
If he gets knocked down.
Yeah.
But I get up again.
Yeah. But
We're never gonna keep him down.
Wow. I think I hear a goblin child thumping a tub in this.
Wow.
yeah, but we
Tough
should
thumper,
restock
man.
on whatever
That's
we
great.
can. I feel like we'll be here for a couple days or more.
I think we should. I'm pretty exhausted still.
Yeah, you don't look right.
That's, We should probably check on old Johnny Depp and see if he's still kicking or if he abandoned us.
I can't tell if you have a black eye or if those are bags. Are you okay?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went down pretty hard. Yeah.
You think he'd get hit in the face by a giant squid?
I did want to ask. Both you guys. How was it being in the Kraken?
Disgusting.
Yeah. It didn't
I
look very
thought I
good.
was gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was ready to cut my way out of that bitch.
Hmm.
But then somehow you popped me up.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there, but yeah.
It felt like when I remember before I was born,
Oh.
but like in reverse.
I can't remember that at all.
That's good.
I just really wanted you guys out of there, and the next thing I knew, you guys were out of there.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's all I saw was you. I definitely owe my life to you again.
It looked cozy, like that little pocket in there.
No, it was not cozy.
There's some Bernie stuff in there.
Some Bernie stuff.
It was like liquid fire. But it wasn't.
Again, asking for your assistance.
Yeah. Like alchemist fire?
No.
No.
No. That's the only burning liquid I
The 1% of the upper.
know. No. This is a petroleum-based.
Okay, let's see where the chieftain is.
Okay. So we're gonna we're in his room, right? His bedroom.
I thought we were out front.
You're in like the hospital.
Yeah, he makeshift hospital in his hut.
No, it's not his hut.
Oh.
It's the hospital. It's near his hut. His hut is right next to
It's like the town center.
Yeah, you're next to his hut, but you're not.
Right. What do you got?
For what? But these are your people, man.
By my people, they're your people. As well,
I
brother.
guess I just
What do you mean?
We're all family here.
your people.
Because we don't have horns? What? Wait, we're not.
You know what? You don't have horns. You're not blue.
Alright, let's go see if we can find the chief.
Chief Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
As you guys walk outside, you notice that there is a dice game for sure being played, and coins are being exchanged. So
Okay,
definitely use
that-
that here. Yeah.
Definitely is catching my
It
attention.
is a
but I'm
gambling
not-
game you've never played before.
Ooh, yeah, that's definitely
Yeah. You notice that off to the side there are woodworkers
right now. No,
that
I
are
do not.
producing
use up all of my. Getting out of
goblin-sized
there,
staffs and other accoutrements. And
Come on.
you watch for a little bit, and a near completed staff is set to the side. There's another group that comes over with gems, and they inlay them into the staff.
What kind of wood?
Oh, it's good wood.
Cherry sprig?
Better than that, yeah.
Are the gyms outrageous?
No. They do look tasty, though. But
Yeah.
I'll go
I'll
buy one.
definitely make a mental note of this place.
oh, yeah, no doubt, yeah.
I'll go fight one.
Yeah,
You should just make the staff as I like sticking it out.
Great shish kebab.
Just a whisper behind who tried to set fire for
Hey. Chief Crandor is out in the town square, and he's slowly finishing up his meal. Took him a while to eat. He's older.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's available for sure.
There's the chief.
You see the chief?
Yes,
Not yet.
Do you know Blaza?
I do know Blaza, yes. She's the elder goblin.
She, the elder goblin?
Mm-hmm.
Is she like the other head of like?
Yes.
She like the chieftain of the goblin tribe?
She runs the goblin factory, yes, the flowers.
Do you know much about her?
Yeah, I've lived almost my entire life with her.
Oh, okay. Do you know why, in any reason possible, that she could like cry when she sees someone?
I've never seen that response before from her. Where is she? I don't.
She was hiding behind a tree last I saw her.
That's strange for Blaza. She's usually the motherly type. Yeah. I don't know why she would cry like that.
I told you he did something wrong.
I don't know if I did
I
anything.
knew it.
I don't know if I did anything though.
It's your face.
Is there something wrong with my face?
No.
Am I ugly?
Yes.
Maybe like orc standards. I don't know, like standards.
You're beautiful,
He
Thistle.
doesn't have the tusks,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
you know. I know that's.
And you smell great.
I've thought more on you two.
Oh.
Yes.
Thanks. No,
can't
it's
put
okay,
my
I know
finger
it.
on it. There's
Yeah, maybe I know.
familiarity with you two that I just can't quite can't get. But I don't know. I mean, all of you make me a little. Maybe she's experiencing something. I'm a little emotional around you all, and I'm not quite sure why.
Why?
Maybe Brazza's more sensitive to it or something. I don't know. These two especially are something. I don't know.
Deja vu.
And you, I feel like I know you.
Did you raid this fucking turtle? I swear to
I
God.
don't remember any big turtles.
His name's Guitar.
You've always lived here?
My whole life, yes. I mean, I was from the previous turtle, but I mean, yes, the transition. I've always been with the Wandering Sun.
You were from the other turtle?
Hmm?
So were you apprenticed to
I was.
the priest who stayed there?
Yep, that was my master. Yeah, he had to stay with the turtle. That's the same duty I have here.
When did you guys come to this turtle?
Oh, I was a wee lad, quite young.
What happened
How
after
did-
the Earl turtle?
Just raids. In particular, there was a quite bad orc raid. But there's just been raids over the time. Orcs have hit this turtle, and it's just we constantly are raided out of there. But turtle had grown old. The turtle we're on now, Nezaquata, when he lived, was the son of the other. And we had ventured on him before when he grew to proper size. It was old enough and passed away that way.
So he died by natural causes.
Old age.
Do I? I think this conversation would be best if we were in private.
Okay. Yeah. The Wandering Sun is all one. I mean, that's
Yeah.
they all know our history. But are you ready for the? Excuse me. Yes.
Did Nezaquata have any kids?
Nezaquata had not yet had a clutch, but we're going to investigate because they might have had a clutch internal, but we'll have to get in there later to kind of see. And if it is, we'll try to save those eggs best we can. But if not, we will find a way. So the shells, I mean, they float, so we'll be here for a while regardless. But
Can you talk to Blaza for me?
if she's here, yes. I mean,
She's somewhere here.
okay. I'll have one. Are you ready for the ceremony? Now's a pretty good time if you are, but if not, just come in.
Are you ready, Bador?
Now were you ready?
Can you make me one of those skirts they were wearing out there, the barbecue?
The boar skirt?
No,
The Hawaiian skirt.
Good.
Oh. Yeah, I can. I can put
Yeah,
some
I'm
together.
ready.
Starting to feel overdressed.
I saw you eyeballing that game. I know you.
Yeah.
Don't try and push this ceremony off.
You take
Yeah,
responsibility.
you are absolutely right that I would love to learn to play whatever they're playing. However, right now I am not at my sharpest, and I have found that is a terrible way to lose a lot of money. They use them.
I mean,
We're using gold and silver. It's an actual coin.
Interesting.
you've been having nothing but bad luck. Maybe now is the time to try.
We did exercise you.
That's true. Yeah. See, I feel like I used up a whole bunch of my good luck just living yesterday.
That is true. You went through.
So, like, yeah, I'm gonna let it ride for a little bit.
Oh, so
But
you
there's
let
no-
it ride. Everything on the bed.
No, not that.
And I heard this too. There's nowhere to go but up. I heard that.
That's definitely not true.
No?
Whoever said that didn't know my dare. Whoever it is, they keep trying to drag me to hell. So, you know.
Been a couple times.
Well, I guess it would be then, in your case, it would be nowhere to go except up unless it's down.
You know what? I think that's close enough. That's all I think it is. I think that's a good one. I'll have to write that down.
Yes, Chieftain. I guess if you're ready, we can go ahead and take this thing off.
Chief Bador! Chief Bador!
He walks and he goes, "Everyone, we are preparing for the ceremony to pass on Chieftain to Bador." And he goes over and he cranks back to open up the temple, and it pops up and he goes, You should know the prophecy of our people."
And he walks in, and it's very in the daylight now. It's very obvious there are glyphs on the wall and another prophecy
Are they-
on this.
Exactly the same as the one before.
Same kind of script, but entirely different. Yeah, that was a prophecy of doom. This is a prophecy of prosperity.
Interesting. Alright.
It's a bit hard for me to tell the tale because it involves my own daughter. And he looks, and you see there is a mural on the left, and it's featured that way. There is a lady in the sky that looks almost deity-like with a third eye. And whoever wants to can give me a religion check.
Religion.
Sure. So that he
And
anticipated.
He just manages these options, but if anyone needs a 15, let me know.
I have a crit and a 3.
Strong form.
No,
I can't let that crit go. Take my inspiration. Ooh.
Fuck you. Take another one.
Woof.
That crit's too hot.
I want to know where that lady is.
And that is you said religion?
Yeah.
That's 7.
No.
Yeah,
On both of the inspirations?
yeah. It was a 6 and then an 8. Minus rough.
Okay. No one knows quite who this deity-esque character is. Okay. That's not unrecommendable. Her gaze is shining down on a female who is looking up and has symbolage of the wandering sun on her.
Does that depiction of a female ring any bell?
There's a familiarity to her for sure.
My daughter Alita was chosen by the goddess Iounglorious to save the world from pure impending doom. This is what we believe the prophecy to be.
The next mural over, it shows her holding 2 Ioun stones
Okay.
next to her. They are colors I will mention in a bit, but different colors. And it is the first mural had a spring background, second has a summer background, third fall, fourth winter. Okay. That depiction, she's holding the 2. There is, and again, Ioun shining down. There is a incoming raid from, and yours Bleeding Thorn, yours is the Blood something.
Bleeding Stone.
Bleeding Stone, and yours is Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn and Bleeding Stone. So the Bleeding Stone, there's an
I
incoming.
think mine was Bloodthorn.
Yours was not Bloodthorn. I thought yours was Bloodthorn. But
Hold on, I had it written down.
Bleeding Stone, and then whatever yours. I thought it was Bloodthorn. Could be wrong. The raid itself seems to be quelled by the presence of these stones. So there is an oncoming attack, but weapons are down, and there's a stop. The other side is the Wandering Sun. That is again weapons down, and she seems to be the mediator between the two, stopping whatever the raid is. There's a time of peace, okay, in the summer. The fall depiction is again Ioun light coming down on all 4. There is an orc raid that is very much active, and it shows her hands being bound by the orcs and the presence of a 3rd stone. Okay? The winter mark shows a pile of bodies, just bones, her standing atop with tears streaming down her face. No presence of the original 3 stones. There is a devilish figure standing above her, and she is cradling a 4th stone, different color. And that is the prophecy of the thing.
We have taken this as my daughter being the one to stop the impending doom taking place between the warring tribes. But the winter is the most struggle because Ioun's blessing has seemed to have left her in the last vote. The presence of the stones have been gone. So we have thought it our duty to reunite the stones together in some fashion and hopefully save my daughter if her life is still there. We've no clue where she's been from our muddled history. It just It's been quite dark. I've been through a lot of loss myself. She's been taken from us, and I know not her standing. But I could not help but notice that you too seemingly have stones afloat your head.
And you do look, your stone, color-wise, matches one from the spring, and your stone matches one from the fall.
Did your daughter have any children?
That's part of the history. The Bleating Stone chieftain and my daughter fell for each other in a romantic sense.
Are we all three brothers?
4
After some time, twins were born.
twins.
The firstborn died at birth, my grandchild. This enraged the chieftain because in Bleating in the tribe, the firstborn is always the strongest warrior and meant to take over as chief. And you may know this, I don't know your history, but
Explain why your dad fucking hates you.
he was not happy. He had promised Alita that there would be no raids from the Bleeding Stone upon the Wandering Sun as long as he lay chief, but he, in a fit of rage from losing the child, grew a hate for Alita and the other child, my grandson. And they left, but he did, we assume it was him, hire a orc raid to come and take my daughter and son in a slew of other attack, a devastating attack on us. It almost wiped us off the map. But she was taken in that raid years ago.
Blaza walks in.
She goes,
There's more to this story.
I knew it.
Alita and I were close friends. I had some years on her, but she reminded me of myself. And at the time she was with child, I also was with child. And it just so happened that the same night I gave birth to a stillborn. And it devastated me. And I couldn't stand for it. And I knew I had powers, and so I tried. I tried to bring him back, but there was no one there. I couldn't feel anything for my baby, but I did feel something. There was a soul out there, something. And I'm not quite sure, but whatever it was, I put it into my baby, and they came alive. And when that work rate came through, my baby was taken, and I've never seen him again. And I haven't felt emotion like that since that day and today. And I don't know if it's true or not, but something about you it makes me feel like we're connected. I just don't know.
I didn't take your baby.
That's perfectly in character.
I don't think you're reading between the lines, damn it.
You two notice that since stepping into the temple house, the Ioun stones are whirling at an enhanced pace for sure. Your axe again vibrating violently.
Anything else vibrating?
The ore itself is wow. Statistically,
I mean, he does like rats.
is giving off a white glow that has enhanced since you all have stepped in here. And you hear a rattle within the stone itself.
Has this ever happened before?
He hasn't finished the story yet,
No.
because he said there was a prophecy.
Yeah.
the prophecy was that she was going to save the world with these stones, and we don't have the last piece of the prophecy. This is all we were granted by Ioun. I will tell you that while under my tutelage, she was training herself to be quite a strong cleric, and she had been using 2 Ioun stones and kind of focusing them. They had very strong magical properties where they could interact with arcane in a way I've never seen before, divine magics and things. And when she was with child, she kind of abandoned duties a bit, where she stopped her training, and she actually thrust the 2 stones into our ore, and that's what made the impacts. She's the only one who's ever been able to access them.
Into your aura?
The
Really?
ore,
And then there's 2 pivot points,
Dude,
2 impact
yeah.
points. He's saying the Ioun stones were thrust into the stone.
Well,
and the
here
only
we
thing
put
that's ever
these
interacted
in
with the stone.
to try to get the other 2 out.
I'm game if you are. Let's
I
do
mean,
What?
what do you think? You're the magic-y types. Because I just want to shove this shit
Something
in.
fun could happen.
That,
Well,
my axe.
Let me. You know what? Let me see if I can.
Yeah, play. Oh, yeah.
Since someone and I are on speaking terms again, let me see if I can. If he has any ideas. So I'm going to take out my mask.
Yep.
And guidance. Thank you.
Nice.
After what happened last time, I'm not going to put it on because that might feel
Yep.
weird. But I'm going to just try to reach out and ask Mask
Okay.
if he has any ideas on extracting those stones intact.
Okay. You 4 all see the mask's face kind of awaken and come alive. Like it's just straight talking to
What the
him.
fuck is that?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey!
Whoa.
Who the hell is that?
How are you doing that?
A minute! The middle of something. Sorry about that.
Quite a situation you brought me out into.
Hey, you know.
How's the rest
I
of
keep
the
finding
party?
myself in these, and so since we're on speaking terms again, I thought you might have a little bit of advice, an idea. I know you're a crafty guy.
Is that the guy we got out of you?
No,
Oh, okay.
that's my foster name.
I heard everything, and I definitely think we should take them somehow. Steal them if we can. That's good power.
Steal, borrow.
Yeah, whatever you like to call it, of course.
If you I've got a couple suspicions.
You always have that?
I've yet to confirm.
Oh.
It might be. But so ideas, Mr.
Oh, I mean, I think there's a few things in the room already kind of reacting a bit. I say we just let it play out the way it is. Ioun's a little bit out of my reach in this sort of thing, but she's a classic gal, I'll tell you that. Dragons love her, especially the metal kind. She's right up there with the big boss himself. Them they love me, all me up and up, so. And just so you all know, and he kind of spins in the air, he goes, "You are the only four that can see me like this, so pleasure to make your acquaintance."
And there's just a talking mask that is kind of floating.
So everyone else that is watching us is just seeing us talk to some.
It's just.
Yep.
It's just laid out in my hands, and I'm like talking to my hands.
Well,
You protected my boy here pretty good through the years, or through the months that we've been together, so I owe you a debt of gratitude. But you see, a source of power is myself, and it's a pleasure to meet y'all.
what kind of feeling am I getting off of it?
You can make an insight
Like
check.
he
with this.
definitely-
I'd like to insight as well.
Like he definitely owns a plantation.
One's canted.
Dude.
I'm definitely going Xandernax for this one. For now.
I got a 2 and a 3, so I'm gonna give him an English hello.
Nice. Okay, gotcha.
A sandwich.
You don't feel anything nefarious about this, but it's very clear that there's something untrusting about this, but it's just incredibly sly.
7.
Incredibly sly. Same thing. Something untrusting about it. Not getting a good read or something, but it's just very, very like sly, smooth talker, that sort of thing.
Well, you keep talking to that.
Yeah, well, I think he and I are on the same page.
Look at
Thanks,
the
Dad.
depiction of Alita. Alright, and I'm gonna try to remember my mother.
Okay. You can give me a history check straight.
Okay.
Can I help him in any way?
Can
Or is this all help it happening internally in a way I can't influence?
Yeah, I
Guidance.
would. Since the disadvantage is there anyways, the best it's gonna get is a straight roll.
That's fair.
For right
That's fair.
now. So.
Can I see if I recognize this one?
You may give a history check flat as well.
I beat shit. I'm here.
Hold on, history is wisdom, right?
History is
Yeah.
intelligence.
Intelligence. Oh,
May
okay. I went wisdom.
You bet. Yeah, straight. Yeah.
12.
It's a 19.
19's good.
Hey.
So 12. There's a lot of similarities. It's definitely a maybe. Is what you're getting. You're not quite sure, but there's enough similarities with this depiction. You know that possibly could be.
Puck.
15.
15. There is a very strong resemblance in what you're seeing up there to what your memories, especially the winter.
Especially the
The winter is really catching your eye. You're saying, yeah. And she looks slightly different in between the line.
Makes sense.
Your role, your mom did not have hair,
Looks like mom.
and Goliaths do not have hair.
Especially.
Hannah's a Goliath. You remember Hannah being almost a foot taller than your mom. You remember your mom being bald, but you're also like you could definitely shave hair.
So the only thing okay, go ahead.
What you because I mean you were very young when you
Yeah.
you were told that your mother was killed for sure. You don't remember seeing a body. You remember being embraced. You remember fried bald lady. You remember height with the 19 for sure. You remember assemblage on her body, but you remember it not being identical to Hannah's. And the person who did tell you that was Chieftain Felton. Told you that your mother was slain.
Chieftain who?
Felton.
Oh, Papa. I thought you said Popcorn for a second. I'm like, what the
No, no.
Yeah, I'm just here, just like my hand on the door's like lower back. What are we looking at? Yeah,
Yeah.
just propping it up for you.
She has a
everyone's just
resemblance to
looking.
what I remember my mother looking like.
Yeah.
It's pretty strong.
And
Do I
what
recognize
about
this lady?
what?
Give me a history check.
There's a good chance that there's a chance. I'm not a good
Okay,
chance.
just
There's a
go.
chance that's my mom. I don't trust my dad. He said that she was
So we have
dead.
another brother.
Right, good. It's family.
5.
5. No clue. Yeah, it's a stretch, if at all. But you don't remember a lot of your early childhood.
Oh yeah.
And you do remember being held by a lady with a bear tattoo at one point.
I thought it was a man with a bear
It's a
tattoo.
lady with a bear tattoo.
Do you remember what symbols his
Chief,
mother had?
when you guys are saying this, Chief Grandor begins to tear up a bit, and he goes, I had a feeling, but you seem like family. She was my daughter.
Are you my grandma?
If it's true, I might be your grandfather.
That's
I'll immediately start
how accurate are
bawling
these? Are they-
and hugging this man for
Yeah,
sure.
strong embrace back for sure.
Like, are your stone carvers like real good?
They're very good. Oh yeah.
I'm not letting go.
Oh yeah,
Right.
he's good. He's really tight, yeah.
Yeah,
He's a
I'm
strong
gonna-
man. He's
I'm
a
gonna
strong
come
man.
in as well.
Yeah. I'll join in.
Okay.
Especially that last panel strong enough
I
for
hear you.
Manny Wire. That's
My brothers and my grandma.
I'm fully convinced at this point. I
Plaza turns
Any
and
doubt be damned.
says,
If there's any chance, you might have been the twin I brought back that day.
I'm not sure, but I always felt that's who it was.
Oh.
Wait, like my twin? That's so sweet.
She brought something back.
That's so
The
sweet.
only
Holy
other
shit.
baby that died that it was the twin, so that's what she's assuming.
so kinda.
Yeah.
I always do you and my brothers.
Jeez. I mean that.
I'm gonna do what would you call that? An insight or
An
a
emotional damage check.
Emotional.
I'll let you pick.
like? Do I feel that to be true? Is the
You definitely insight. Yeah.
Insight.
You can make it straight.
that's a nat 1 on both.
Oh
Nice.
man.
It's far fetched. You're not quite believing it because there's nothing else that's tied to this. You've had magics where you've brought things back, and like the likelihood that you'd be brought back as a goblin is just not. You know what I mean? Like with the magic that you know of, you're like, there's no way this lady can pull this off, right? I mean, you're thinking she was probably so emotionally distraught that day, she's making up machinations.
I'm breaking my embrace with Grandpa and my brothers, and immediately just gripping my twin and like squeezing just way too fucking
You
hard.
resist her, though.
Well, I'm gonna be like, good truck, good truck. I don't think that's right. Good truck. Good truck.
Don't fight me! Don't fight me!
What is your strength?
20. Oh, modifier's 5.
You take 6 points of damage
Good truck.
from loving embrace.
Possible grandfather chieftain. What what is the significance of this stone besides it containing other item stones?
Well, it's our tribe's prized possession granted to us by the gods. It arrived with the first turtle nearly 72 years ago. It was around the time some terraforming had happened. And the pillar, laterally, that entire continent sprung up the same day, but it landed as if a meteor on the back of a turtle. He was able to take it. The celestial energy coming off of this has been unmatched. I have myself have tapped into my clerical powers and used this as a focus many a times to heal and do things extraordinary.
Would there be any reason why my axe would vibrate like this?
I know not of why that reaction's happening, nor the stones, why they're acting the way they are.
How would you go about getting whatever's inside that stone?
The only person who's ever been able to affect the stone is Alita. And if it's true that you are of her blood, as myself, I've used it as a focus, you might have a shot better than anyone. Maybe possibly all of you at this point. I'm not quite sure what
Well, maybe then.
No, all of us.
You might have a wild family.
He is visibly shaking, just trying to take in the information. He's not.
Alright. With that being said, I'm just gonna immediately put my hand on the stone.
Put my hand on the stone as well.
Okay. You guys definitely feel a soothing energy radiate from it. The closer you get to it, the more the axe is shaking, for sure. You think there is some sort of almost magnetic connection between the two, and the stones are spinning quicker and quicker the closer you get to it.
Let's do this, brother from the same mother.
You wanna try the stones?
Yeah. And the axe.
Well, plan B is the axe.
Okay.
I don't wanna break the stone just yet.
Just
touch it right
I'll
to the-
force mine into the groove.
So when you hit the groove, it impacts and then it's deflected strongly, as if a negative magnetic force takes it away.
Try the other hole.
The other hole does not. Yeah, both are on top. So big gash. Both impacted the top and made that crack. Yeah, anywhere you go near with that, magnetically is pulled away. You cannot actually contact the stone.
I'm gonna unsheath my
Try the other side.
axe,
You try it, Buck. Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna get like as close to it while still holding it, see what it does.
It just goes and sticks.
There goes
Now let's try.
yeah,
Yeah. Same time.
same time.
Okay.
Everyone stand back.
You just touch him.
Yeah.
Putting it into the gouge.
Okay. So axe is now covering both gouges because it's a one cut up on top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So axe is in
but the implant, right? Like so,
They-
there's 2 holes. Gouge.
2 holes are in the gash.
Yeah, yeah.
2 holes made the gash. So the 2 impacts made the crack.
I got you.
Yeah. So that everything is covered right now in the axes. In there. So you guys go to touch again. It almost
flies out.
it pulls back. Yeah. Now when it gets close to the axe, it can touch the axe, but it pulls away from the stone.
Try grabbing it, Buck.
And you
I don't think I'll do anything.
touch the fucking rock. I'm gonna like intimidate him to do
With
it.
disadvantage, but
Yeah.
yeah, go for it.
Tim, can I see one of those stones?
Yeah, here's my.
I'll grab it.
Oh, those are good ones.
Try to line up where the groove is.
That's a 15.
Bring it from the bottom.
Okay.
You see if the force will penetrate the stone and force
Is it
the
another
stone out.
one?
While you're trying
or
to
half
hold on
like
to the
that one.
stone, it is rapidly moving so
But I'm not
rapidly
doing
that
it to
the
try to
second
scare
let
you
go,
as
it
a
works.
horse. I'm just doing it
Yeah.
as your
It is in full
friend
on
who's
orbit.
trying to get you to do it. Yeah, if that makes
And
sense.
then
I don't want to
once
scare
it
you.
goes back.
And it goes
I
back
just
to
wanna get
that
you
to go
to
track. Okay.
Yep,
So
because he is a 2.
yeah, fair enough.
What do we do?
So I got 15.
2.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he says that. And there's a-
I'll go touch it.
I'm proud of
Okay,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
Almost.
Yeah, you all
Our powers combined.
you all
We
get
have
a-
Captain
so
Planet.
You all get a very soothing sensation from this, as if like a warm hug is coming over you. That is what you feel from the aura.
Is my axe
I'm
stuck
going
in there
to
pretty
hug the
good?
stone.
It's like magnetically held there. You can probably take it out if you want, but
I'm gonna take my stone. I'm gonna hold it to my axe.
it orbits right when you let go of it, and it orbits quickly.
Go for it. You'll get your stone back.
What do you want me to do?
Touch it to the axe.
Okay.
It orbits immediately. It's not yet. It's right when you let go of it. It goes back to that quick orbit.
Around my head.
It's
Not
yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
it's not making contact. Yeah, as you're letting go, immediately it goes back to that spin orbit.
Interesting.
Yeah, the rocks are spinning fast. The axe is stuck.
I
Do
put
I
my
feel
head to the
anything
stone.
inside the stone moving?
There is definitely vibrations on the stone.
And the axe is stuck on top of
Magnetically, basically. Yeah, it's like fit in that groove, and
But he
it's
can move it probably.
probably it's very strong.
He's very sharp.
Yeah,
Or I can,
you're getting it. You're getting an odd sensation, like you know what to do.
I can expend my charge and see what happens.
Yeah, I guess that's
You
a
can
Do
do
it.
what?
They might not be happy if you get rid of.
Well then, I'll.
Well, I guess
He's the chief.
Maybe
Oh,
finish.
I mean, the,
Maybe finish the ceremony.
okay. So I'm gonna pull the axe.
I will say that yeah, Crandor and Blasa are completely enamored by what's going on.
Nothing like this has ever happened before.
I was literally gonna ask that question.
No, yeah, this is whatever you're doing, do it because this is no one's ever been able to get that close to the stone.
Really?
No.
Insight yourself to
We
see if you know
probably
what
should
you're
ask
supposed
about
to do.
that.
Yeah.
When Crandor used it, he was just praying in his room. He was not near it.
Oh.
The last thing is, I just don't want to shatter this damn thing.
Do it. Just whatever. It's already cracked. Go for it.
Now,
If
do you
you're
want me-
feeling it, go
Do you
for
want me to hit it, or do you want me to send?
I don't. You're doing more than we can do. So you figure it out.
Do it, big boy. Do it.
I can choose what happens to this, right? If it moves, what was it,
Sure,
300
yeah.
feet or not?
Yeah.
You can
You know.
choose any direction except up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna hold on to the axe,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna engage
While it's magnetically in it?
Yeah.
Okay. Chart expands, since that's what I wanted you to do. But as it expands, it feels different this time. Okay? It gets absorbed into that ore,
My axe is gone! No.
and you feel the ore itself internally crack, but it almost feels like an implosion. Okay? An outer shell of the ore falls away, and there are chunks of ore that still has a shine to it. It looks like a very, very like purified, almost platinum metal. Okay? The inside refines itself, and it bursts. Okay? You see that shell fall away. You see a very refined with sharp edges, almost like a diamond, but a very, very mixed, like a gray stone, but shiny, if that makes sense. Like a mix of a diamond and like a black diamond together, almost. Like that sort of color mixture as it goes. The ore on your axe is shed off of the axe and fuses in with that structure, and that's what refines it. What is left is an unknown ore. Everything, but is now a cleaned axe off. All the work that was previously done is now put into this ore itself. The 2 Ioun stones that were lodged in there are now freed, and they whip out, and they orbit around Thistle's head, and they orbit around Puck's head.
I'll do another.
Do you fucking believe it now?
Where about I know.
No one's. No one's. God,
Oh,
swear to
come
God.
on.
If I had an inspiration, I would. Let me see.
Notice me, brother.
Gutrug is so sad right now.
Thistle's is a pale lavender ellipsoid.
Ooh.
Gutrog's is a dusty rose prism.
Okay.
Puck's is a vibrant purple prism.
Purple prism.
And Badur's is a dark blue rhomboid.
Yeah.
And those are orbiting that. Those colors match exactly to the ones depicted in the prophecy.
So, while he's making his check,
Yeah.
right, I'm gonna get down on my knee to
Okay.
your eye level, and you've never seen this side of like Badur ever. It's always been like intimidating and like hostile and like rough with you.
Mm-hmm.
His hand is just gonna come up to your shoulder. You have to believe we're all related. You are my brother.
Okay.
What was your check?
That's me helping you. So
Okay.
I did.
Okay. So it was flat roll, so help would take. Okay, cool.
It's still
So
just
it'd
it's
be-
still just flat.
It's still just flat.
Yeah, it's any amount of disadvantage, any amount of advantage, it's still just
Right.
flat.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So then that would be my original roll
Yeah.
instead. Then. So 8 plus 5. So that's 13 plus 4, 17.
You're remembering that moment
Yeah.
being held,
Uh-huh.
and you're remembering part of the face,
Uh-huh.
and the part of the face seems very similar to the lady depicted. Now again, you're not quite sure if that means mother or just you've interacted with
So
this person.
I'll look up at my moonstone as it's going around,
Yeah,
and as I see that, I'll just like slowly look at Plaza,
yeah.
And then from there, I'll just erupt with emotion, and I'll start crying
let
and
it out.
go onto my knees.
Okay. All 4 Ioun stones start to glow as they spin, and that glow, matching the color, rushes in to like it basically beams into your head. I mean, it makes a circle and then brings in. All of your eyes glow that same color, and you are all getting rushed with memories. And they are all clearing up, and all 4 of you are very confident that not only do you all know Elita, but she's in fact all your mother.
Our whole campaign was how I met your mother.
The name Elita means the chosen one. She is Ioun's chosen, and you are gathering that in the prophecy, you 4 are these stones.
What?
Your memory is kind of fun, actually. So you remember
Kind of fun.
being born as a twin. You were the firstborn. So you are, I believe, you're 36. So you're 36 in like a little bit.
You get a fight there before you try.
Yeah. So you were the firstborn. You remember being alive for maybe 10 seconds. You have a few of those instances coming in. You remember a white light taking up, and you remember seeing the face of Ioun, and she was saying, "You have a beauty, not yet." And you recall a goblin hand coming out and grabbing yours and pulling you back in. And your next memory is opening up to seeing Blaza. Now, days later is when the orc raid happened that took you. Okay?
Okay.
So the whole story, as it was, Chieftain Felsborn fell in love with Alita. Okay? They had the falling out because the baby died. Because Thistle died, right? He left in a fit of rage. He still yearned for Alita later after the rage calmed down and wanted her back. Okay? Hired out the orc raiding party to come on in. They came in, decimated the Wandering Sun, stole a lot of the babies, a lot of the women, right? Thistleblum and Gutrog were scooped up in that because Alita was taken and she wouldn't leave Gutrog, right? So she scooped you up with that. So she went to the orc tribe, okay? Orc chieftain fell in love with Alita. She has a natural beauty about her.
Right? Yeah.
There's a beauty about her for sure. She's chosen by Ioun. Like, there's something celestial about her, right? He would not give her up, okay? Chieftain Felsborn found out about this and had a very large army, so went and he decimated the orc tribe, wiped them out almost completely. Okay, the Bloodborne, yes, almost wiped them out entirely. Okay, but they survived. He kind of did the whole "you can live with your mistakes, spit on it," that sort of thing, right? But took back Elita. Okay, she was back. She was indoctrinated into the tribe, customs, all that was probably only around for maybe 3-4 years or so, max or so. This whole time you were with the remaining of the Bloodborne, kind of being raised up. He was furious at the thing and devoted his life to building up an army large enough to combat the Bleeding Stone, and he did. He built up a large enough orc army and went to fight, and it was a humongous war between the Bloodthorn and the Bleeding Stone, decimating both orc and Goliath alike. He was able to wound Chieftain Felsborn enough to get Alita back. Okay? That's when she was killed. Okay, so that was the whole deal, because again, thought dead by Chica, right?
Yeah.
In that time, because there's an 11-year gap between you two,
Yeah.
she was under the orc control overall and eventually was impregnated to make Badur in that time. And that's when Baldur's Gate came in and wiped out the remaining Bloodlord, because again, weakened from the giant-ass war, while Feldswell was still trying to lick his wounds and build back up. That's when Hannah left, that's when you left, and the whole thing, because that was a weakened part of the tribe, okay? She was with you for a number of years, like 4, I think, because it's 25 to 21 or so. And in that time is when the Necromancer, who was a haunted one, who had 6 inside of him, was leading. And the reason he had the undead army is because 6's fragment is very strong, okay? And you know why. So he was bringing that power in. The Wandering Sun faction that had been cut off raid-wise, because a faction of the Wandering Sun had left to try to go reclaim things, and that, again, thought lost its Faulkner, that whole thing. When they left, they fought off the Necromantic army, beat them, type of thing. Again, licking wounds, big fight. When the Necromancer was in, thought dead, he popped back because 6, right, eyes and all that. They were able to slay 6, killing him completely, but as he was dying, as they do, he transferred to a new host. He was going for you, but your mom blocked. Alita went in the way and when it blocked. When that block happened, that impregnated her with Puck, because that dark energy, okay? When that happened, there was a smell of brimstone, and a very strong sorcerer popped onto the scene, okay? This information's all coming through as the world's going that way. And you're seeing a woman with a third eye expressing this to you, so Ioun is feeding the knowledge in, okay? And Muriel popped in, because again, large amount of 6 fragment came in there, okay? As that came in, you see a depiction of him convincing everyone, because it's very high charisma, that she was dying and he was the only one powerful enough to save her, and he was able to whisk her away, leaving you, okay? Because it was a straight teleport, she was knocked out, didn't have the gumption to take you, type thing, right? As he whisked her away, you see him inspecting her and noticing that the shadows were bound with her, and he noticed that she was with child, okay? Something still inside of him kept him from killing a mom and a child, okay? And you guys have met his kid before, so you think there's some sort of light still left in there that he wouldn't kill a kid, okay? His plan was to wait till she delivered the child, kill her for the shadows, and then just leave the child at an orphanage or something, right? But to his dismay, whenever the child was born, the shadows remained with the child, not Alita. And so he couldn't then bring himself to kill the child. And so that turned into Puck's early life. Goes on to the goth birthday sort of thing. Obviously, a large energy charge goes out again. He responds to it, sees the massacre, and for some reason does not take you like he has the others, all that. Tears in his eyes, takes the mother. Okay, and you're clearly seeing that she is not decimated from you, she is taken.
Are we sharing all these thoughts?
You all are seeing this entire story. Like, you're standing in this room and it's all getting vision before you as Ioun is just laying this out before you, all that. She then stands in the middle and says, Alita is my chosen and you are the spawn of her. I believe the part of the prophecy is that you all are to reunite with her if she be alive, or to find her fate if not. But I know you've all ran into certain forces as they may be, and I believe it is your duty to uncover the fate of your shared mother. We are up against a great evil, and magic, as you know it, is fractured and changing. There are very powerful forces that are trying to take advantage of this weakened state. Many, many lives and many dragons' lives are at stake here. I believe this all happens for a reason, and you four, I think, uniquely are set apart to right this wrong and reset things to the way they were, at least a better world the way they should be. I will be with you through these stones. It's as much assistance and guidance as I can give from my current state. I wish you all the best.
Before you leave, what should we do next?
It is up to you to find your next course. The spirit animals that you interact with have a great purpose and bearing on this world. The crown that you two have embarked on has a very strong tie to the terraforming which took place years ago. The shard you hold in your body is not the only in existence.
Yeah.
There are others there are others at stake that are trying to reunite. And that power is very strong and sought after the Dark One. There might be a path for you there to coalesce that and keep that from him. And you all now have brought in a darkness to this world that is now aloof on its own and growing in power day to day. I fear that they may be the linchpin of pure chaos, a Ragnarok kind of end of world situation, or they may be a saving grace, but they are
We
an
should kill that
unknown
motherfucker.
in this world.
I don't think we were in any shape to be killing anyone right then. At least I wasn't.
Thank you for these visions.
It has been my duty to protect life as it is. The great many dragons that worship me have given me this much ability to have influence on you, for a great amount of dragon death has happened with the terraforming. I am kind of the product after the emotions and magic given off by their dying breaths.
Question. When you referred to the shard inside me, do you mean what left, or did he leave something?
What remains? What you're holding?
Okay.
Should we cut that out of you?
I think you should just leave that alone.
I can't.
I don't think you can.
You can hold him down and we can try it.
Yeah.
In much ways, the Dark One was fractured. Others were fractured.
2 ring, 3 ring, 4.
Thank you.
You bet it did. I thought you guys were gonna make a Thanos joke with the stone. Look. The ore breaks away. There's like a gauntlet. There's 2 in there. Like,
That's a fake.
with that, the vision of Ioun kind of goes back, and you all 4 have a normal spinning orbit around that, and that ore is just floating in space. Has a little bit of power to it on the bottom. Crandor and Blazar. What? And I just tear shedding, and Blaza goes to give you a huge hug.
Did they see everything going on?
They did not, but they saw you guys dip back that way, and the overwhelming
The
sensation.
purple light and
Yeah, the overwhelming feeling in the room has definitely shifted overall.
So I will do my best to relay.
Blaza's been wanting to do that the whole time.
Yeah.
It just burst. The emotion.
You know,
Grandpa?
jump in. You know,
Here's the.
You can do that.
Yeah, we
Here's just the very rare.
so yeah,
absorption.
the stones. Ioun, I guess. Yeah. Hi, Granddad.
You are our grandfather.
Oh, you two are my grandsons.
All 4 of us.
What?
We all are.
How is this possible?
and then we sit them down and we go over everything that we were just told.
I'm going to embrace Blaza, and I'm going to tell her, I'm sorry, I'm not your son. I'm in his body, but I'm the soul of someone else.
But you're who I brought that day.
And I'm
I
sorry.
don't care who's. I brought you into this world. She hold you. Yeah.
That's,
You owe her that.
you know what? That's.
Oh,
You can't have two.
you're like a mother to me too.
Yeah, between
So this was actually your older brother.
he's the
I'm the
oldest.
oldest.
That's so good.
Yeah, between Puck, myself, and these two will fill in both the chief and Blaza, the events that we saw.
Yeah. And they're absolutely floored.
A miracle such as this does not happen. The goddess Ioun has blessed us this day. And she's saying that Alita might be alive?
It is our mission now to go find out.
We need to find out when she was taken from me, she was still alive.
I have to try myself too. We will mobilize at a moment's notice.
And where would you go?
Where you're going. What would you like us to do, Chief? And also, you said you were born of the Orc Chief.
I was.
Oh gosh, that
You
makes you
have-
double chief.
You have rights to their tribe. And you were born of Felsbone. You born of Felsbone.
And yeah, raised by
He's,
blood.
he's the one
Blood
that should be
lord.
ready.
You would have stake for the title of chief. The tribes could be united.
That's a plan.
You have both of Wandering Sun as well.
You are your mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know not what to do. I've never experienced something of this magnitude.
How safe do you and your people feel here?
We've held this land for 70 years. The raids have been much less over the years. Still a wandering raid or two, but we have not seen an orc in eons. Just recently we saw some bleeding stone, but the turtle handily wiped them out.
What do you make of this? And I'm going like grab the orb that's floating and bring it closer to him.
Something changed with the stone. I believe it reacted to whatever you had. I know not the power, but it is giving off an energy I have not felt before.
What do I feel as I hold it?
You feel a bit of what your axe felt like before, that kind of mystery, kind of dimensional sort of energy. But you do feel something that's closer to Ioun, more of a celestial radiance to it. Like when you tap into your zealot, that's the closest thing you're feeling to the energy coming off of this.
Choose.
Yeah, and it's very similar to the shape of the ore that you had previous blacksmith work on. You think maybe this might be able to be fashioned.
Do any of you have stake in this? As the oldest. I gave my axe to it. If no one else is tied to it.
Genta was the smith.
Genta, yeah. That's what I was gonna go back to.
I have no need for medals.
You.
It is yours.
Odd.
Go for it.
Grand Order.
Grandor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Grandor.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah. John gave you inspiration.
it is yours. It belongs to the chief. The Nezaquata chose you for a reason. I believe they wanted you to have it. It's not a coincidence that you had the key to unlocking that.
I'm gonna put it in like my pouch.
Okay.
Yeah.
You may add a celestial ore to your.
That just sounds badass.
And now my axe is now just normal.
Yeah, it is normal.
I will.
It's still very refined because Genta did a good job on it, but yeah, the ore part that was giving it that magical essence is gone. It is in that celestial ore.
Okay. Cool.
She became a male there. I think it goes without saying, but the ceremony's done. Best ceremony.
There is a large roar on the crowd of the crowd as he kind of gathers you four up and walks you four out.
And he goes, "Members of the Wandering Sun, we have had lost children return to us on this day."
And they just erupt in a cheer. There's tears, there's happiness, there's things being thrown in the air. It is just an uproar of joyous celebration.
It's like when the Death Star was blown up, and all the Ewoks.
I was just thinking that. Oh, you're doing that because the goblins are there?
Yeah, yeah.
They're just humans here, too. I mean, they're 5, 6 feet. I mean, they're still, but.
Yeah, the fireworks are going over Coruscant, and like it's getting down.
There's some fighter jets flying,
Yeah.
flying through in pattern.
As the 4 Luke Skywalkers get their medals.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You guys got
I feel like
right?
I feel like you're the
Yeah.
Chewbacca.
Reserve. Yeah, that's okay.
I'm just not sure how that works with my spells.
So if you cast it in at 3, it's in at 3, but if you cast it, it comes out as your level.
Okay, because I can't cast. I can only cast 5.
Right,
I can't
but
down
if
cast.
you're right. But so if you cast a 3rd slot spell, it like ramps it up to 5th for you, right?
Yeah.
As you cast it,
I only
Han
have
Solo.
right.
2 slots. I have
R2D2.
R2D2. Is he shorter?
That slot has like a different class one in there. If you cast that in, when you cast it out, you're casting at that point. So it becomes it ramps
That's
up.
how it works.
Yeah, so you're putting it in, it's not quite cast, you're just loading it. When
Okay.
you cast it, it gets upcast.
I see. Okay.
Right. So it's like if you put a third level in there and you're upcasting every time you cast.
Okay.
When you're putting it in, you're not casting it, you're just putting it in.
Gotcha. Okay. I just wasn't sure what the
That's
mechanics
how.
were on
That's
that.
how
I just wanted to clear it before I
caught that
started.
immediately too. I was like,
Perfect.
okay, it's gotta get. So
Awesome.
when you put it in there, it's
Okay.
a third. When it comes out, it says 5. If it's yours.
If
right?
it's mine.
If
Okay.
it's like
If it's
thistles,
thistles,
it's
it's a
third. Right.
Okay.
It's as if he cast.
We can definitely work with that. Perfect.
I
Do the
think they like
properties,
yours too.
Yeah,
Hold on,
yeah.
just, yeah.
Thank you for clarifying.
Oh, yeah.
do the properties at all change for what I have? It's the same.
Your
for the
axe?
the Ioun stone.
Ioun Stone's the same. It's awareness for you.
Yeah. Okay.
There's more Ioun Stones, and there are of better grade kind of thing. Most likely you will either encounter or yours will upgrade depending on things that happen, but
This is the same color my eye used to.
that is all up in the. I did my research a little bit. It's all up in the thing, and I found a coincidence. I was like, I can work this in. Like 2 in the morning. I was like,
it's
let's
good
go.
stuff,
You know,
yeah.
so, but I was also like, they need to like see the future of the pattern. I was like, Ioun's the one that does that. I was like, this is fucking
Perfect.
So,
It's perfect.
That's so Raven.
Whoa, it's the future. I can see this.
We have enough
Grandfather.
guys. We don't need to be pretty
Yes.
clean into that.
No kidding.
Do you
Me and your party name.
all have ships?
This one, bro.
Bros.
This one's inside.
Yeah,
Sons.
Wow.
Bros before hoes.
there are 4 ships at our command.
Is it enough to carry everybody?
We can probably fit around
I don't
200.
even know you were
Or
my
so.
brother.
Might be able to.
That's
if
a. I
Johnny
was trying to
Depp's
think of a
still
good
here.
idea.
How many
We didn't
souls?
check on him. We should check.
How many souls are here on this island?
80.
Oh, okay. We could take everybody back to the mainland and connect with the Wandering Sun there.
If that is your wish, we can pack up.
But I would hate for you all to leave your ancestral home.
I like that because
If
the
one of our own's
bastards
in danger, we
thing.
will do what we need. So there are warriors among us. There are homesteaders among us. We can definitely be at your will. I will not leave.
Yeah.
My duty is sworn to the temple, and I will die here. Plus, you don't need an old man slowing you down.
We'll need you
We
around.
move.
Yeah.
Should
Just
I go with it?
put them on my back.
Yeah, there you go. Put Band-Aid on your back. That's perfect.
I'm trying to just walk in.
You just have him as a backpack for
Yeah.
Do you think we can move the island?
I don't know. I've never seen a turtle this big before. Aside from the other one that we saw.
That was quite bigger,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Well,
The turtle you're on is roughly the same size as the turtle.
Oh damn.
Yeah, they both were grown to adult.
Let's make a big mast.
Well, knowing that they have ships,
Let's make this a ship.
but if we needed them, we could send word
I
and
don't-
they can
The
come.
turtle battleship
I-
sounds so fucking cool.
I don't like the idea of
I-
us flying around, riding around on a carcass.
It's kind of. It is a little more.
It's This is his cemetery. This is where he dies. So we should honor that.
Now, if we moved it to like
With the blood of our
like,
enemies.
like
That's right.
if we're say closer, a little closer to Leslie, I mean,
I hate to
inside,
pull rank, but I
we
was a
could-
couple.
We could like visit Granddad on weekends or something.
What I was thinking too is like they have the clown camp. I'm like, what if that's just twin stuff?
Yeah, it's just
I was like, what if that's- yeah, that just
Oh,
that's why that's so
shit.
fast. is
That's
it's just-
fantastic. I like that. That's funny.
And I was like, you've got the taste, he's got the smell. I was like, there's something, like, there's a
You know
lot
what?
of
Yeah.
that.
I guess we could talk about this.
I guess that means we can teach them clown can. Clown can.
We both pull out an extra nose from our back pockets.
They're all the color of the egg and stuff.
Yeah.
He is the oldest, or second. There's a lot to digest.
Yeah, that's wow. Also, we do need to make sure Johnny Depp is still alive.
Would you be able to go see if he's out there?
Yeah, cool. And I'm just gonna go. Immediately turn into a evil and just go.
He's out there circling, kind of maintaining the position overall. He sees you approach and kind of waves you down.
You're by yourself, so.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do the cool druid thing. As I'm landing, I'm just gonna turn
He
back
tripped.
into a goblin and just continue to walk.
That's dope. Okay.
Just like everything that has shapeshifting always has that kind of thing.
You know,
Yeah,
The
so-
feathers are like, there's a couple.
Now that I know that I'm the oldest,
Right,
so.
yeah.
Now he's all cocky.
We'll take
Hi,
a down
Johnny.
a peg or two.
What?
There's a lot of crazy stuff. We almost died.
Ah,
Several
shit.
But we're all good. You can come dock now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. Okay.
Do you guys have a good amount of supplies?
Yeah,
We were gone for a while there.
Yeah, I mean, we were chewing on some of the meat that you guys prepared, so.
Okay, good. Well, come dock and stretch your legs.
Is that thing dead?
And it points to the large tentacle monster. It's like
Oh, yeah.
part of the body still, right?
You are the ordinance. That's.
I knew it. The freaking crew just erupts. Like they have never seen anything like that at all in their lives. Yeah, the ship will go forward to dock. On that, and the crew again just shell shocked. There's a smell of
Booze.
booze for sure. Vomit on some of them for sure. Yeah, because scared to the point that nausea was insane.
And that at the sea was just.
Oh,
yeah,
just
that's
terrible.
true. They had the. Yeah, you're
They
right.
fought the maelstrom. I mean, there was some water elementals that came up to the ship to tell you they've been in the
snap.
Yeah, they
Nice.
did a good job.
Nice. And they
Good
keep coming
job.
to
Without the ordinance.
On the way back, I'm going to ask him. So how did the pillars get their name?
The Village of last one?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't really know. They just kind
They just want to
of
dig
him
I
out.
think they might have. They might have been granted the title. I'm not sure, but
That's
they
what it is.
defeated the previous pillars. And
Oh,
they-
okay, so it was already existing.
They had similar names, but not those exact ones. So there was 4 previous pillars as well. They took them down now to the 3. So I think they kind of just made their own statement with that. So
Have you heard of any other adventure group with names?
no, nothing of that. I mean, some joke ones here or there, but nothing too serious. So.
Oh, okay. What do you think of the name Iounglorious Bastards?
I never heard it before, but
I think it's gonna stick.
Beautiful, bro.
It is beautiful.
Everything about it is
Oh,
gorgeous.
that's perfect. All right, yeah.
yeah, I never heard it before. Not in my days.
Awesome.
Doesn't even elaborate.
Now just sit quietly as we just go to the turtle.
It does take a few hours to kind of properly dock, get everyone off the ship, and then come back in.
Yeah.
Village welcomes them in heartily as well. I mean, they saw that was the ship you guys came on. There is a feast being prepared for the evening.
Is it the same dude?
It's the same dude. Yeah, Cozen's
I'm hopping in
definitely working it. No salt this time.
Oh,
It's
his
just salt
brother's
is right
fucking
once
weird.
You're damn right. It is.
He is preparing. It's duck, and there are a lot of them that they have kind of flocked together on that. He's pulling a few eggs, which is interesting for a dinner choice. You think more of a breakfast. It's kind of reversed here. They're kind of having more of a breakfasty kind of feel than piece for dinner, and more of a dinner feel for breakfast. It's just a cultural thing you're picking up on.
You're
So
not alone.
more of a breakfast style dish comes out, kind of egg scramble and that. They do bring out rice, and they work the rice up a bit too, and so you kind of have an option of going just straight egg, like an egg rice duck kind of dish overall. Blended together, tastes fantastic as well. Again, interesting since it's kind of reversed to what you're used to on that, but fantastic meal is laid out. There are wines brought out, there are fruits brought out for snacking on. They have
but
all
we're
sorts of
getting
grapes,
fucking drunk.
pineapples. They have grown
After all
some
this.
corn. They have full farmage kind of thing going on here. Not typical farms, more goblin farms. And you're kind of looking up into the hills and you're just kind of seeing where they're pulling these from. With those goblin huts adjacent to them, like kind of natural to how the earth is, there's just very, very well-grown, boisterous plants, and you think there is some druid craft going on here overall. But not a proper, cut-out kind of farm, or just in nature, but really overgrown.
What about clovers? Any type of clovers being grown?
Oh, a ton. Yeah, herbs, clovers. There are you can see there are some people that are cultivating the dragon's root, the ogre gourd, that sort of thing. Golden mint is still kind of rare. You do see a herb you've never seen before. It looks like a big curve with like a large bold drop here. It almost looks liquid right here. It's beet red.
Yeah, I'll definitely try that.
Okay. So that one, it's being grown. It's not pulled for food.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, that's just when you're looking, you
Oh,
do
okay.
see that. The clovers and all that are very accessible. Some of those are being pulled for food for sure. Some of the herbs are blended into the duck to kind of give it that herb braised kind of taste to it. But yeah, there's definitely a slew of plant life up here. Some familiar, some not.
Mistletoes?
Mistletoes, you would have to look for. You don't see any immediately.
Okay.
Maybe, but you don't see any off the shot of the eye.
Okay.
I tried to gather those by the flood.
Mistletoes.
Um, an idea too, if the people stay here, open a lane of trade between Lasso and here.
Mm-hmm. It would help stabilize, bring some order back to where we were. I think that's smart.
But
I-
we might want to help them see if there's a clutch bag.
Yeah, before we leave.
Yeah.
I'd like to spend the rest before dinner.
Accelerating
I'll go
growth.
to where they were doing the woodwork.
I feel like the 8 hours
Okay.
probably passed.
I
So.
try and kind of like size up, see who's actually running the show there with those guys. Does anybody look like they're actually leading, or is everybody just kind of doing their thing?
There's one guy that's definitely leading it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go up to him.
See, I found this. I came across this gemstone. I was wondering if you could help me get some ideas for how to craft it into a staff.
And I'll show him the
that's-
diamond.
That is a nice gem. The name's Campbell.
Good job.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. You do a bit of jewel crafting?
A little bit. I dabble. I like rocks a lot.
Okay, okay. Well, I do a little bit of woodworking myself. We do have some gem crafters here. This is Glenn.
Nice to meet you, Glenn.
He's the head. Yeah. He's the head jewel crafter.
Who's that? I was kidding. I was kidding. Yeah, I don't know. This is a really hard one, so I don't really know how to work with it.
I have some tools that you can file and kind of break them down into smaller things. I got a big hammer sometimes it really hits hard.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can kind of show you the work and all that.
And he does have a proper set of jeweler's tools
Okay.
that you think could fashion these into smaller size on that. Again, diamond being exceedingly hard, it would probably take some time
Okay.
to work on that.
Yeah.
With the wear that's on them, there's almost none. You think these might be magical jeweler's tools, just based on the durability alone, because these are not wear at all, and you've seen him work 5 or 6 stones easily today. You don't know why, but you think there might be something about those.
Yeah, I'll spend the rest of my day kind of chatting it up with him, and
Okay.
if he allows me to use these tools, I'll do some work.
Oh yeah, no, it's all yours for sure. Gamble comes over and says, "Hey, you said you wanted to fashion this into a staff of some sort.
Yeah.
What wood do you think you're gonna use for that?"
That's kind of the toughest part. I want something sturdy. I want something that'd give a good bonk.
We have a tree here that no one's been able to work.
Okay.
It's an incredibly dark wood that seems to be as strong as iron when you hit it.
What's it called?
We don't know.
Oh.
It's a dark tree. No one's been able to work it.
Okay.
If you're up for a challenge, no one here's as big as you are.
I
I'm
love
thinking if
it.
anyone could do it, it may be you.
I'd love to see it. Okay, where is it?
Yeah, and he points you. It's about an hour up that way.
And you do see that the tip. There's a tree with dark purple leaves up on top. It's a large tree. He goes, "That's the tree. It's been here longer than we can all recall."
While I'm out forging,
Yeah,
can I notice Gutra going to that tree?
you notice that tree immediately. For sure. Yeah, you're like, you see him looking up at, it, and you're like, "Yeah, that tree for sure." Yeah. Did you force some of the drops that you were
Yeah.
long ones? Give me a
I'm ahead of
survival
you.
with disadvantage because of
Yeah.
the exhaustion.
I'm like, I know he doesn't have an axe.
And the masterwork of that is still a +1 in
Okay.
terms of that, so it's still in that regard.
Yeah.
You do okay?
It was an 18 and 20 for disadvantage.
Whoa!
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
You said survival?
Yes, sir.
And then
Immediately.
You.
28.
That's solid. Okay. Give me a D10 with advantage and take the higher number. That's the amount you're able to get.
Big. Oh, that's canted.
Yep.
7.
7 of them? Okay. You identify these as you're kind of going through, the Blaza kind of comes over and kind of helps you. Goes,
Those are crimson drops. They are a very rare herb that enhances anything they're made with.
Enhances
Enhances in what way?
It makes them, any herb, any growth, any mixture, it's more potent, it's stronger.
Oh, okay.
It's how we make these.
and she kind of ushers you back to her hut, and she opens it back, and there are a slew of different potions with different effects and different things. You even see I think it's Supreme is the large healing potion. There are Supremes here.
Jeez.
Wow. All the way up to the top of that. Okay.
We're making potion
Yes.
cocktails.
Some of
Yeah.
some of the more extravagant things here.
And you identify there's a potion of growth. There is a potion of giant strength of a varying level.
Yeah.
There are a few things here that she's definitely been cooking up overall.
Jesus.
These all involve different mixtures of the herbs and things we grow here, but the golden mint especially, but the crimson droplets are very important in making these stronger, more potent potions here. It's a very fickle art, but we worked on some of it and kind of got where we're at. You're welcome to any of our growth that we have here.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you. This is very useful information. Mm-hmm. And I'll give her 2 of the golden mint back on the turtle.
Oh, how did you find these?
I come across a lot of them.
A lot of these? These are exceedingly rare.
Mm-hmm. I guess not a lot, but a good amount for the most.
I can't take these from you.
Mhm.
There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. These are valuable.
I know. Mm-hmm.
She just starts crying again.
You're gonna make them want to cry.
I only have so much to
She affixes them into her hair on either side
Aww.
to get more of like that Egyptian. But yeah, she puts them both there, type of thing. Does her hair up a little bit into that, so looks great.
You're wasting them.
I'll whip these up into something good. Trust me. But for now, when they're mature in a bit, I'm gonna adore them.
Good. Mm-hmm. I need to go check on Guchart. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, eavesdrop. I hear you going for a tree, knowing that you don't have an axe. I'll come with you.
Come join me. Let's go
Brother.
see if we can make some downies.
I had one before, now I have 3.
I had none.
I mean, if you guys accept 6, I guess there's a 4th one.
Yeah, but we gotta kill him.
That's the bad,
That's
brother.
true, yeah, then he's the black sheep of the
We don't talk about
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna follow.
Okay, what's Puck doing?
I
Dices.
am going
No.
to. I'd like to approach Grandpa.
Okay.
Grandpapa.
And, ask him if it would be appropriate, since I have found my people I didn't know I had, to receive the mercenary tribe.
We would be honored to put those on to you. Go
Had
see.
that tattoo, do you?
We don't have ink here. He just pulls out like a very rusty needle.
It's good. Go see either Erisinia or Okali. Okali is a goblin, Erisinia is a human. Those two are tasked with the different tribes tattooing. So I would be honored if you put the mark of the bear on being part of my family.
I would be honored to. I didn't want to overstep.
It's.
Would Dora be all about that too?
I went from no family to a lot of family today. I feel very blessed with that.
You and I are kind of in the same boat that way. Fedora and I were pretty sure, but we weren't 100% sure. But with what Ioun showed us, went from having nobody to having a lot of somebodies. Anyway, thanks, Grandpa.
You hear in the back of your tip, say,
Well, now don't forget about me.
Yeah,
We have much to talk about still.
we do. I have a lot of conversations, but we will talk, Dad.
okay.
So I will go see.
Are you a senior or a colleague?
Ersenia is the human
Human?
one.
Yeah.
I'm assuming she's closer, so I'll
Mhm.
go see if I can find her.
Okay, yeah, you do.
Yeah. Okay. Are you Ersenia?
Yes, I am there.
I'm Puck. You might have seen me wandering around. Hard to miss. I would like to treasure markets.
See, I say that's quite appropriate.
Yeah, I kind of thought so. It's
I can do a mix, and she pulls out a tattoo kit basically.
Okay.
It has the needles, has the set of all that, and it's very island-esque. Like she made herself all that, but the parts are all there. She has a slew of different colors.
okay.
How do you want this? Do you want a bear? Do you want kind of the sun in a certain area? Do you have a color scheme? Do you have ideas? You need something to work with here.
She also has like the left of her hair here is completely shaven down, and it's like a comb over, and it's stark blue hair.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Nice.
probably colored by herself as well. Yeah. And she has a slew of different tattoos that are not, associated with the tribe, but she's definitely practicing.
Okay, so you're trying to set Puck up. I see what you're doing.
Not at all. Nothing like that. That's just the tattoo lady.
It's just
We've
my
got this
type of
star over here with 2 different colors on it.
You want me to describe a collie? It's very similar. Mohawk.
Yeah, I was thinking something with the bear would be appropriate. We do something with like the bear like wrapped around the sun, like it's like protecting it.
You guys kind of talk back and forth, and you get a semblance. You can design it as a
Sure.
all that, but she will get that as close to color range and all that, like to your design, where you locate on that. But yeah, that will take probably a couple of days to finish up. I mean, but yeah, you guys kind of hash it out from that remainder of the day there.
Yeah.
That time you get some semblance of what is going to happen and all that. She's very excited about the entire thing. You get the guy that she does not get the tattoo often. I mean, she's probably tattooed 80 people, but that's 80 people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So also while we're doing that, hashing that through, does she do anything with Mexican tattoos?
She does not.
She does not. Okay.
Yeah. Not that spicy.
It's worth a shot.
Maybe on the sword goes.
Yeah, maybe.
Otherwise, if you want to go the branding route, which costs a little bit more.
Perfect. Definitely Puck's kind of lady.
I will say, if you're intent on it, you can definitely alter the tattoo later with the gemage type of thing required to get that to be a magical kind of thing.
That
But that's
one,
if-
not necessarily. If
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
Puck
right.
might be interested in other tattoos.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But yeah, so perfect.
Okay. Tree guys, so all
Yep.
3 of you going up, heading towards tree.
Mhm.
Takes you about an hour and a half, just kind of trek through beautiful land on the back of the street, and it's very expansive, right? I mean, there is proper earth on top of this, but there are points where it's dug out and you just see turtle shell type of thing. So as you're going in, it's very octagonal in design as you'd expect. Those parts feel kind of hollow, like you can walk on a creature. You get up to this tree and it is completely out of place of its surrounding. It is like starch brown, deep brown, almost black wood that's deeply rooted. The strength of just its appearance is unsettling. The dirt around it doesn't have a lot of growth around it. It almost seems barren. But the purple leaves up on top you would identify as possibly being toxic or toxin, like rid and that kind of sort of thing. And you probably think that this thing is more of a cancer on the back of the turtle rather than a good thing overall. But there is a sense to this where there's a lot of druidic pull to this. You just think it's so potent it doesn't belong, sort of thing. Like this is an aberrant thing of nature, not necessarily bad, but you think that it itself is a different source than the turtle, where everything else seems to kind of stem from the turtle. This seems set apart.
Like a foreign entity.
Like a foreign entity, yeah.
I've
Not
seen
necessarily
anything like
bad,
this
but
before.
there's something
No.
bad, but it doesn't mix.
Not even close.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Almost like it was from like Feywild or something like that. Like almost that kind of feel of there's something different here.
How thick is the trunk?
We're talking probably
Gonna make that joke.
not quite California red oak,
Okay.
but it's
Oh,
yeah,
I was
it's
gonna
it's
say that.
larger than a cottonwood,
Okay.
so it's pretty beefy. I'd say like maybe 2 of these tables, and then circle.
Yeah, that's beefy tree.
Yeah, diameter 2 of these, and then so
Okay.
8 feet, 10 feet diameter, something like that. It's quite large.
I want to find a a segment of
like tree.
kind of the lower hanging branches.
Okay.
Or how close are these branches to the base?
Yeah, the closest branch to this is quite far up there. We're 21 feet or so. Yeah, it's quite tall.
I say we can just chop this fucker down.
The whole thing?
It doesn't look like it belongs here. Now look over at this one. What do you think? Yeah, it doesn't belong here.
Do you want to take the first swing?
I was gonna say this is your task, buddy.
Okay.
I'll lend you my axe.
Thank you.
My axe. Yeah, I'll chuck it at you.
All right, I'll kind of stance myself up and I'll try and
Remember, it's on your core.
I heard it's on your hips.
I'll do some practice swings, swinging from the abdomen, swinging
Okay.
from the hips,
Yeah.
and I'll do like a little combination of both and kind of whip myself into the first kind of chop,
Nice.
going in and a downward angle on the first one.
Okay.
How
Give
do
me
I-
a attack roll with advantage. You are proficient in the weapon. It is a plus weapon one.
Guidance.
For the check.
So what's my
Oh, it's
what's
not
my-
attack rolls, right? That's right. Yeah.
This is the attack roll.
Oh, for me,
You have a +5 strength, though?
yeah. So
Yeah, so-
+9.
+9. 16.
16 hits, does not break the shield. Yeah, you hit and it reverts like you're hitting iron plate.
I'll reel back and swing again.
Okay.
It's 10.
Yeah, you hit this thing and you're gathering. You could probably do it, but it's gonna take time. It's a chore. Like, I mean, you're hitting this impact. Obviously, you're hitting a tree, right? Just the density, the thickness, trying to get through this. It's like trying to cut through metal. Now you're up to the challenge. You know that those two swings were not your best, right? I mean, you know that, but you're saying this is a challenge.
Let me take a hack at that. Gonna inspect my blade.
It's holding up fine. Yeah.
Hold it fine.
Yeah, it's a masterwork piece. You're good. It's solid,
Yeah,
or akin to that. You know, it's very well done artisan. You know, it's nice.
Put the head down and spit into my hands.
Mm-hmm. Disadvantage.
Man,
That's rough.
yeah. That's a 14.
Again, you strike it, and you're now
Wait.
understanding the situation.
When his axe goes in, I'm gonna be like,
Hold on, don't move it. I have an idea.
Yeah, I'm
And
just
I'll-
gonna keep it.
I'll pull out the my brother's maul
Okay.
and I'll tap the back end of it because it's not a double-sided axe, is it?
It is a double-sided axe.
It is. Never mind.
Yeah,
Wait,
no.
never mind.
I was gonna be like, no, don't do that. I'll give it another whirl.
Do you have another problem?
Scratch.
Where do we get? He's dead.
Damn, those are two good ones. Yeah.
Let me try it.
I'm gonna
I believe it.
Yeah, I'm gonna like.
Big bro.
Big bro. You're not efficient in that weapon at all. Proficient.
Double disadvantage.
Is
You
it-
have disadvantage. You don't add your proficiency to this
Sounds
thing,
good.
but it still is.
Did you have a date?
It's a
I
strength.
guess I add my
Big old
strength.
shit
Yeah, add
comes
your strength.
flying out.
Okay, my strength is -1.
Nice.
No,
It's
it's
flat.
58 or
It's
say
plus
rocket
one. Actually,
save.
it's a flat roll.
You got this.
Disadvantage?
It's, yeah. Or no, you're 2 levels of exhaustion.
Yes.
So you're not you're good. Yeah, your speech is tabbed. You're not disadvantaged on attack roll.
Oh, nice.
You're just
Okay.
flat.
That's an 8.
You hit and just boom, and just sends it through all that. Yeah, this is the hardest you hit something on that. Yeah, it is hitting back. You're like, wow.
Okay. I will put it down, and I'll pull out my staff, and I will mend the front, druidcraft and mend the front to be a little bit more sharp,
Okay.
and then I'll chalet,
Nice.
and then I'll go at it.
Okay. Swing and attack.
It's a net 20.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
The druid with the wood axe.
Nice.
We're getting Minecraft deal.
Yeah, I'm gonna be all.
Roll damage or something?
Yeah, well, it has health.
It has health?
It has a lot of health.
Okay,
Yeah, it has
okay,
health.
okay.
Its health is in the 4 digits.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be here for a while.
It's Probably weak to fire though.
It's gonna be 9 damage.
9 damage, okay.
Is it bloody?
It's a healthy looking tree. To your surprise, you see Thistle pull a shillade, attempt at that, and as he strikes it, he hits the bark in a manner that you hear a crack and there's a shift. There's a small dent left where he struck, and he got through and dealt some damage to the tree. Now it's a knuckle dent in there in a large tree, but there has been some progress.
We got some work to do. We gotta do some catching up.
Yeah, I'll try his axe out. I'll take a swing.
Okay.
I'm curious how the chalet works on that now.
Is it just you when you let it go to
That's
the
what I'm curious about.
He's just
he might have just handed you a stick. But-
The spell ends if you cast it again, or if you let go of the weapon.
Yeah.
No!
It's gonna smash.
What's the plus on that?
Are you proficient in staffs?
He is, because he's a fighter. He's efficient all
Yeah,
weapons.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Then just my proficiency.
That's a quarter
it's,
staff, yeah.
it's D8 for
And my
damage.
strength.
You're
yeah,
adding
it'll be
your
strength. That
I'd be adding my strength
Yeah.
and my proficiency.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
yeah,
you're proficient.
in all. Yeah.
So that's a. Hold on. So 5 and 4, so 9. That'd be a 28 to hit. I rolled a nat 20 and a 19.
Wow.
We both that 20 to
Wow. You hit that same spot, and that knuckle gets wider. You do dig deeper into that soft spot. Go ahead and roll damage. D8 plus your strength.
Oh gosh. That even's up there just like, oh, these
What the
knuckleheads.
fuck?
Oh, we're
These are our kids.
16.
These are the
16, you
children
got
of the chosen ones.
as you hit, you
Those
crack
dads.
a nice spot in there where like there's where you hit.
But I
it,
just
you
hit the tree with a blunt
You hit
weapon.
the air with the blunt.
No,
yeah,
no,
you just
I gave it a bladed edge.
I know, but it
That's
stopped being
bad.
chalet, right?
was
Oh, but
big
it's
blade,
still
yeah,
still
still
bladed.
wonder.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a nice little dip in the
Gotcha.
tree.
Gotcha.
Still healthy looking tree, but
Alright.
you've done.
Try this one. This one is amazing.
I will say on impact of that, the staff itself just shatters.
It
It's
shatters.
not made for like you made the impact and it goes through, but you feel it crack and you just swing completely through it. So yeah, that
I'm
yeah.
sorry, Tim.
that sharpened edge was stuck in type of thing. It did the damage, but you just absolutely
Tink.
stabbed it.
Jesus, I just called you Tink.
Yeah.
Alright.
Our
So
other
saying
brother.
go
That's
to,
He got lost in the sauce in the pockets.
seeing those two actually make like some,
Yeah.
I'm gonna expend a thing of rage.
Okay. There we go.
Alright, and I am going into the line form.
Nice.
Alright.
Okay.
And then I am going to use my great axe. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder.
It is a great.
Are you recklessly attacking it?
do I get reckless?
I think he gets reckless for all barbarians.
I think that's a barbarian feature.
Is that? No, it's a specific one, isn't it?
I think
Yeah.
it's great
Frenzy.
Berserker.
I think frenzy.
Frenzied is
Oh,
specific to
no, no, no.
berserkers. Reckless, I
think
thought
reckless
was,
is
but
all.
I don't.
Because I don't have reckless here.
No,
Let's see.
maybe it is only part or berserker part.
No, reckless is for all of them. It's baseline.
What I thought, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a level 3 skill.
Level
or something,
2, yeah.
or 2.
Then where the fuck is it in this whole deal?
Well, so that
You could have been reckless this whole time, man.
Well, it just basically.
I think he's done it a couple
it's
times.
it's in your it's not in your actions. It's in your
Features?
your features and traits.
Plus features and traits.
There it is.
There it
reckless.
is. Yep.
I
Would
haven't
you
been
like to
using
reckless
that.
attack or not?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a flat roll.
Ooh.
Yeah, the tree has advantage.
That would be a terrifying thing. If just a
So-
branch comes down and swipes.
When you reckless.
That's what you get for if I go with tree beer.
Yeah, no kidding.
Super tree beer.
Okay.
The cocoa bark.
And then I am raging.
Tree beard's angry granddad. Shit, tree beard's the same age as
Alright,
Fangor,
so
it's the same
that
age,
is
but we're
a
how old when tree beard's granddad?
21 to hit.
21 just hits.
Alright.
Just hits.
So
I just think strong. Yeah, that's exciting.
His granddad's technically a little bit higher, so ageless.
I'm sorry?
His granddad's technically a little bit higher, so ageless.
They made purses, right?
that's 11 slashing.
Okay.
And
Who is it?
Radiant.
So Lord of the Rings, the ants were created by Ivana. who's the
that's
well,
10 radiant.
created
So 21
for-
damage total.
But,
It sticks. Still
the only
healthy.
thing
You've
with
made
power
you've
to
made
renew life
a
is
small
the
cut.
Avatar.
So like that cut that was hit, that same spot was hit. It's bigger now. You still have a long way to go. before
Yeah,
you
I
get
start
but there's
Just going as many times as I can before I get exhausted.
I'd like to try and hit it with my sword.
Okay. Go for it. Yeah.
I might as well.
Yeah.
So like we'll get like you go in.
We'll
and
trade
then
blows?
Yeah.
Nice.
And
I will give.
I'll jump in there too.
Okay, I will give flat rolls since you're coordinating the attack. Let's say you're all helping each other.
Ah,
with
there
those
you go.
strikes. So we can do flat rolls on that strategy.
That is a 25 to hit.
25 to hit. And you said until you're exhausted, I will give you your rage attack is 10 rounds of attacks.
Okay.
So you can fire those off if you want. 20 is the AC.
Okay.
So you can fire those off and give me the damage as you go on type of thing. It's per round, right? So you have 2 attacks, I think. So you have 20 total attacks on this thing. Out of those, just track which ones do the radiant or not, because that was your first one,
Yeah.
type of thing. So,
So then.
and same for if you guys all want to attack for 10 rounds, you may do so.
Oh yeah, I'm just grabbing a
Just gonna-
stick and shilling.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna add, so I get 3 attacks per
You
round.
guys are
I
out
don't know
here
if you're
working
counting.
hard.
You do, so you get 30 attacks total.
30
Yeah,
attacks.
because it'll
I
be
want
10
a
rounds of
tattoo
attacks is what
right
we'll
here.
go for, yeah. I will say, expending this much, you may or may not get the exhaustion wiped away with the long rest. Because you
That's
may be
fine.
adding another layer depending on this.
Okay.
Block.
But you got 2 longs.
Yeah. So you guys, so 20 AC,
9.
fire it off, give me your damage totals as we're going kind of
10 turns.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
gonna
10
add.
turns,
I'm
yeah.
gonna add it all together, and
Yeah.
I'll give you my total.
That will work, yeah. So yeah, 10 turns, so it's 20 attacks, 30 attacks, and 10 attacks. And we'll cut to puck while we're done. I use your restroom.
Yeah, we're good. All good.
It's almost like I designed a tree to withstand a few days of attacks.
Almost like you did.
7 plus 8.
And then the tribal showers with leaves for killing the blight on the dead turtle.
That's a miss. So that's
I wonder if we got here earlier when the turtle was alive, that would have been like save the turtle.
That's fitting. I got 2 solid hits out of 10.
You did get the first solid smack off over
I
3
did.
now with the shillelagh, so.
I didn't even know the damage on the pool.
Oh no!
just.
That's
Dude, I keep barely hitting.
That's
Hitting, dude.
I got something planned for this tree too.
fire!
Maelstrom!
I summon a hurricane! That'll teach him.
6.
There's been some crazy shit tonight, boys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You could say that.
Past 2 sessions, really.
That's another miss. That's another miss. That's 10. Oy.
That's a hit.
Alright, Buck.
Are you reckless?
While they are hacking
Yeah.
away at a tree.
Yes.
Okay. So you've been talking tattoo
Yep.
stuff?
Yeah.
What else would you like to do?
Assuming that's taken care of for
Yeah.
the day.
Yeah, you guys can sort it out, yeah.
You know what? I'll go see if I can find one of those dice games and learn the system.
There is a woman named Johanna, a man named Corsair, a woman goblin named Tyrus, and a male goblin named Pullet that are sitting around a table. There is small bowls in front of them that are face down with a dice under them. And then there's a dice in front of them showing. Okay? They are playing a game called Sink or Swim.
Okay.
Okay?
I like it.
Per round, you roll a dice into that cup secretly that only you can see.
Okay.
Okay? You can choose to either swim your dice and re-roll the one underneath the cup, or you may
That's
try to
without
sink
damage?
another person's dice
Almost.
and have them roll.
Not even
Okay?
close, dude.
The
I've been
goal-
low rolling like fuck.
The goal of your of the game is to stay
But that was
afloat
within,
longer
I'm
than
on
your
21
opponents.
now.
Okay.
So you want the die
30.
on the table
This is 21.
to be a lower number than the die behind your cup.
Got 12 damage.
So you want high number in your cup, you want low number
Low number
in
on the
your
table.
The cup represents your
20
air
now.
because it's locked in. It's a
Okay,
bubble.
Gotcha.
And
Doubling
the
the
die
dice.
outside represents your swimming if you're swimming or you're sinking. Okay?
Gotcha.
The heavier your dice, the more you sink.
That was huge.
The higher your dice in the cup, the more you float because of the air bubbles. Okay?
Gotcha. Okay.
Each round is a betting round. There's only one action taken per round. And if you swim, it affects you. If you sink, you choose
Shake
your
it off.
target to sink. Multiple targets can be tried to sunk per round.
Okay.
But you choose as you throw your roll into the cup, you choose sink or swim, and you go from there.
Okay. Cool.
The winner of the previous round goes first, and it goes through there, it goes
Yeah.
first, clockwise through there.
So, question: how does my proficiency with dice affect me playing this game?
So you may roll your in-cup die with advantage.
Cool.
And your public die roll is just a
Just
straight
the
roll,
die
so
roll
no one
play.
sees that. But you're daft enough that you can fiddle with
Cool.
the
Alright.
2 die and throw one out before people mention it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
So you basically get a free swim. Now, that being said, you are exhausted,
Yeah.
so you have disadvantage on all rolls. So it'd be a straight swim roll and disadvantage sink roll for you in terms of mechanics and all that.
And for now, I'm just trying to learn the game. Not,
Okay.
You know, if they're willing to do it for like some copper or something, just so I can learn the
Oh,
game.
yeah, for sure.
I'm not playing for anything.
They're also play with D6s.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, just for
That makes sense.
Yep, yeah, no, they welcome you and they introduce yourself.
Just, yeah.
Like,
Oh, you like to gamble there a little bit, huh?
A little bit, you know. I've been down to throw some cards, throw some dice.
Nice. Well, yeah, we love the dice here for sure.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
they do spend a bit of time kind of teaching the game overall.
Right.
if you're ever interested, I mean, we're here pretty much every day, so
Yeah, absolutely.
we love a new face.
Yeah, I'll stop by. I've had a rough couple days, so my luck's waning a little bit. But you guys will definitely be back.
Corsair interests you. He doesn't seem like he is a direct member of the Wandering Sun. He seems like an outsider.
Interesting.
And he's definitely got like the seafaring kind of gear about him, as if he was off a ship.
Okay, gotcha. Amy's dangerous. So I'll after they kind of teach me and we'll do it for a while, I'll kind of peel off to see him later, and but later at like communal dinner or whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
keep an eye out for Corsair, see if there's an opportunity to talk to him, just to see what his story is.
Do we have numbers?
360.
Damage total? That's spicy.
Was not very good, honestly.
Wow.
I had like 4 nat ones.
Damn. Okay, so
We'll save the best for last.
Nice.
The door? Yeah.
Oh, I'm adding it up.
okay, best for last.
12.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude.
That's 2 out of 10 hits, baby.
There you go.
The tree is looking injured.
Hey!
Very nice.
When it gets critical, fun starts happening. Numbers change.
Oh no.
Nothing quite that.
Now it's dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, right?
You guys are facing the Great Ironwood.
Ooh.
That's what my stage name used to be.
Yeah! Woo!
See, I think that's what they called the Great Decker Tree in college.
That's great, dude. That's great.
307.
Were you guys
307. Very
Yeah,
good.
That's solid.
That is a bloody tree. Okay, it's close, yeah.
Yeah, my rage like wears off. I'm just like sweats like dripping off me.
You guys have worked about 3/4 of the tree down. What you're noticing is as you're hacking into this, and I mean you're fully stepping into the middle of this now. You've worked a lot of this wood down, and there's dust, all that. It is just dense all the way through. When you get, because you start kind of working around it, because that's just where you can make purchase. The core of the tree is completely black. It is a much denser material. It is much sturdier. It is the ironwood core. It is the most sought after part of the tree. You're close to uncovering it, but as today's work has gone, you are just completely bushwhacked with this. And to hit that, you think would be a feat of strength.
Okay.
But that is the kind of remaining part of this tree, and it is much, much different.
I think we need to come back when we're
So
100%.
as we're getting close to finishing for the day,
Yeah.
I'm like tired, leaning up against a tree, just like laid back against a tree. And I'm just reminiscing about the family that we just learned that we had, all of our history, everything like that. And then I remembered what henna over at Lazuli, And I'm like, well, I wonder what she's doing. And then also, you know, the area around near her and everything like that. And I'll think of the tree nearby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I'll fall through the tree bark.
Okay. You guys see Thistle just went through it. The tree just splits open, Thistle falls through it, and the tree closes up.
Thistle! No! You're trying to save my brother! Our brother! He's a
So it does last 6 seconds.
Oh, okay. There's a portion of the tree that is open, and it is.
I'm just gonna push you without even like you.
I'm crawling into the hole.
Yeah, I'm just gonna push him like his ass in.
You also go through the hole.
And I'm just gonna stand there and watch it close.
No. Not me.
We're brothers, but you're entitled to your
Yeah, I'm
own
tired.
decision.
Yeah.
You
You'll be
two,
okay. He's got good track with us.
see a like splint of light opening as familiar ocean water-esque filled air, like almost pond-like, hits your nostrils as you flop out and you come out of the tree that is next to Henna's Tavern.
How did we get here?
I don't know. I was just thinking about all the nature around Henna's and I fell through the tree.
Well, we're here.
Behind the
This
tree,
is
just
them.
You see me, my face going like.
As you're looking back through the hole.
Yeah. I'll see you soon.
Is there any signs of any type of urgency happening nearby?
No, I mean
It's
there's
pretty calm.
It's calm tonight for sure. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean the dismay that you've seen earlier. There's a lot of cleanup that's happened. I mean, there's obviously still signs of charcoal and destroyed areas that part of the force was wiped out for sure. So they're definitely damaged and all that in some of the buildings, but there is a sense of repair that has kind of gone throughout the Stone District. Again, not as many people here, but
Does Henna's Tavern look any has it any semblance of it anymore?
There
Have
is-
they worked on
there's a
building-
patchwork
building back up?
roof that's on it. It's still under construction. There are people working in it currently.
Okay, I'll run up.
Hey, do you know where Henna is?
Henna's one of the ones working. So yeah, she's
Okay.
Her and Kagan, I believe, are the two
Yeah.
helping it up. So you go,
Oh,
Ghost Truck.
it's so good to see you.
I thought you left on the boat. In Thistle. What? How are you here?
I don't know.
It was weird stuff. I don't know either, but
We fell through a tree.
It's good to see you both. And she just embraces you, the nice big hug to both.
so we learned some new information. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're brothers.
Mm-hmm.
What? I mean, you're a Goliath and he's a cop. I mean, so
It's complicated, but we're actually brothers. Twins, even.
Have you been hit in the head with this?
Yes, a lot, but that has nothing to do with it.
I see. You're looking much better too.
Yeah.
How by the gods did that happen?
His stepmom fixed me.
You have to fill me in. I am very confused.
Do you remember Gutrarg's mom? Mm-hmm.
I guess I do.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember how Gutrarg was supposed to have an older brother?
Was she a human?
I'm not sure. She was always indoctrinated as a Goliath in the tribe. I just thought she was small. She was there before my time.
I'm the soul of Gutrarg's older brother. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means.
So, like, he was floating under the great beyond, and there was a goblin lady who took it and put it into her baby, and then that baby grew up to be this one.
That's perfect.
If
That's so
if
eloquent.
you believe yourselves to be brothers, then you're brothers.
I'll look her dead in the eyes and I'll try and convince her. I'll be like,
We are actually brothers. There is no doubt in this crazy world that this is my brother.
She
my
believes
twin brother.
She just doesn't know she believes the story.
And that is how it happened.
She knows you believe it to be true. 100%, right? She's supportive. Just confused.
That's fair. We have a weird family.
Letby, if you're going to, would you stay the night?
Please? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'll whip you up a meal. And I will, and there is
I
a
can help. Mhm.
semblance of the kitchen left. She welcomes help for sure. So, and she will start preparing a
And-
home cooked meal.
I'll try and sidebar her a little bit and be like,
There's also something else I want you to do before we have to leave again.
What would that be?
But before that, you might have to move.
Mm-hmm.
I think
why
you
was
need
that?
to get away from here and find somewhere.
This is my home.
I know, but
You're worrying me. Your demeanor completely changed.
Chief Feldspon is coming for
But why?
you.
He should know I. He should know I exist.
His anger is. I don't know. I don't know.
That's
But
why I
he has-
escaped. The death of your mother drove him mad.
Bootrak must have told him that you're still alive in here.
The word
How?
got to him.
This
He
is
knows.
troubling news indeed.
He was this close to taking my life as well.
Does he know my location?
I have reason to believe he does.
Oh, this is unsettling. You say you met him? How are you standing?
I don't know.
We barely weren't.
Well, thank goodness you are alive. If he's the man I know, he kills first and asks questions later.
The only reason he didn't is the far more sinister companion to you.
I don't like the sound of that. Does it have anything to do with what happened here?
Yes.
Oh, this is not good. We should alert the pillars or someone with some sort of authority. I do not feel uneasy now knowing that he is around and we're all.
I can't remember the name off the top, but the other Goliath is coming in and he's helping with the.
Yeah, the one
Yeah,
we.
he
the one we
is
helped.
still here.
He is still
He
here.
is still
That is
He's
wonderful.
alive.
You guys did definitely see his ship leave, but he is still here. You're thinking
That's
the other grouping that they probably absconded. But yeah, he is still
Oh, they're dead though.
It's good to see you again.
No, it's you look great.
Thank you. I don't feel great, but yeah.
Yeah, my arm's still healing. I mean, it works-ish, but it's not.
It's coming back.
Yeah. But
It's good to see you're still here.
I'm trying to atone for my past actions. Ten has been very good at leading me to my own kind of individual mindset. So
She's a sweet
I'm
lady.
very appreciative of that. I feel like I'm part of a new tribe.
You always will be.
I appreciate that. I heard you traveled. How did your travels find you?
Confusing.
Not the best, but also not that bad.
Okay.
The glass is half full of Gutra.
Yeah.
Oh,
We found
God.
I got eaten by a kraken and my dad beat the crap out of me, but I got more brothers.
So, Hannah, speaking of the other thing, I need a new tattoo.
Oh, well, of course. Have you brought spoilers or something I can base the tattoo off of, or something I can really get?
No.
Well, what would you like?
I'll describe the events that happened in as great a detail as possible.
Jesus floored.
Going into the stomach, being pulled out by the twin,
Okay.
and
By the twin. By the twin.
seeing
bro, look it out.
the skull split wide open.
Yeah.
You know, seeing the brain matter and
Yeah.
pile driving into that, and
Yeah.
being thrown into the stomach, all that. I want to describe the crack. Like, so I have the three that are coming down my spine
Right.
now,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
and then the last one was my brother's head, right?
Right.
I want the brother's head to be the center point of the
Oh,
kraken,
nice. Okay.
of it being split open at the top and wrapping around all
Okay.
the rest
Oh
of it.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That would take some time, but I can make it happen. So you fell a kraken.
We
Yeah,
love Kraken.
a zombie one, yeah.
I've heard of no warrior able to accomplish that feat, whether single-handedly or not.
That's somewhere indoors all.
Yeah.
Ears itching like some bullshit.
I will put in my best work.
I know you will.
Yeah. And after she prepares a very fabulous dinner, simple. It's bread, a little bit of potato, not really quite mashed, more like a baked sort of thing over that. Just a standard cut of meat, seasoned standard, but quite well. Has definitely the home cooked feel to it. A couple of veggies on the side, and
Hannah,
any
do you-
flavor you want to add to
Hannah,
it.
do you have any elk meat?
I think Kagan might have some.
Oh yeah, we had a hunt a day or two ago. And Kagan's like, yeah, I mean, he felt it pretty good. I mean, I shot him with an arrow, and he was just able to grapple and just snapped its neck. So
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the meat held up well.
Wait,
So, yeah, we had some back at the house. Just give me an hour so I can bring it in.
Okay. Do you guys, Hannah, do you have any cranberries?
No, I've not quite said. What is a cranberry?
It's like a berry.
We have berries. I don't know if any of them are cran.
That's fine.
She shows you there is some wild growth berries. They're blackberries. They're not cranberries.
Okay, I'll take the blackberry.
Okay.
And when the elk gets back, I'll do some from the Goblin Cookbook.
Yes.
I will do a Hero's Feast.
Yo,
And it will
okay.
be so not the actual Hero's Feast.
Right.
It'll be Goblin Hero's Feast.
Nice.
And
Okay.
it'll be rare elk tenderloins
Okay.
with a cranberry sauce on top.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Or wild berry, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Or-
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
And not action casting any sort of.
No.
Okay. Gotcha.
I do not have the funds for
Yeah.
Hero's Feast.
It's hard for you to stomach, but Thistle's meal is better than his.
Oh.
I know. That's the hard. It's
No.
tough. You don't want to say it, but you know it to be true.
This is really good. It's really good.
Hannah goes.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's-
"Oh, you've been practicing. This is fantastic."
They both get 10 HP.
Sagan goes, "Better than yours, honey," and Jesus. And he goes, okay, wrong thing to say, wrong thing to say. The other Goliath goes, "That was stupid." Like, no, no.
It's a good thing you got some 10 HP.
It's like I barely felt that.
Kagan had some, does not have anymore. Yeah, he's down a notch. So, and on that note, does anyone want to do anything sort of final? Because we are at our time.
Yeah, I'm walking back after I see them leave.
Yeah.
I'm just like, they'll make their way back if it's meant to be.
Okay.
I'm gonna go try to find like putt.
I just found out I have a family. Yeah, let me get back.
The worst chief decision is fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
That sounds
Well, as the new chief, I couldn't leave my people, so
that's fair. That's fair.
I try to go find Puck.
Yeah.
If I find him at
Yeah. You do find him. Yeah. He's exactly about.
then I will be like, what are we doing?
Well, I figured since I'm actually, a part of the tribe, it would be appropriate for them to be marked by this. So it's just copied with one of their petulous.
I feel like this is something that we all should do. So I will partake as well. And then I will talk to
Erisinia. Or Tiras. Or I mean, or Kali, excuse me.
and I'll go to Erisinia.
Okay.
I'll go the exact marking that my grandfather has is going to be the exact marking I wear.
I would be honored for the new chief.
Yep. And that's
Yeah.
that.
3 tattoos coming.
Yeah. That was dope.
That was very
That's
dope.
good.
That was 2 a.m. right there.
That was
I
dang.
think it all works out. Like, so I was like,
Had
I need
a
to write-
Jimmy Neutron moment in his bed.
Yeah.
He was
So I was
like,
like, I need to work on Thistle. I need to work on Vutrok's story. And I'm like, neither one of them. And I was like, how fun? I was like, wait a second. Because I saw your age, and I was like, there's some time there, right?